They don't have the grind we do. There's no way. They play 3 of their 9 games are hard. Their bottom 4 games are not our bottom 4 games. I'm going to play Starkville and Vanderbilt's in my bottom 4, and I'm holding on to my butt to be able to play at noon on Saturday at Starkville and playing a good team who beat Arizona State, who goes and plays these other teams. So there is a theory that we're beating each other up, and it's like the intensity, and it wears you down.
Beating each other up?
I have no idea what he said.
Well, he was waving a white flag, so it's tough to...
Waving a white
flag. Yeah, waving a white flag.
That's what you got from that?
That's what I got from it.
Of course.
It's over.
What is over?
The SEC dominance is over.
Oh,
and NIL has something to do with it, too, because now everybody's paying people in public. Okay.
Yeah, I bet the SEC wins the Natty next year.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No, you're the king of, like, Indiana's one and done. They're the flash in the pan. They're the one-hit wonders. It's that thing you do. It's just football.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I'm not backing down from that.
Okay. They're the wonders, the own-eaters of football.
Don't sing it.
Okay. No. All good. It's all good, young Squire. You sit back and you watch. There's Kirby Smart. Those.
You watch Penn State.
Yeah, it's so tough to beat Diego Pavia. Oh, poor Georgia.
I mean, the guy was a Heisman finalist.
Understood. These guys, one and done. Who are these Indiana Hoosiers? We'll be wondering if they're any good next year. So SEC wins next year.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Oh, this is delicious. Very good. It's just, again.
I mean, it ain't going to be your
It was tough to understand him with waving the planting the white flag.
Oh, that's interesting that's what you took.
That's the way I took it.
Yeah.
Did you get that memo?
I got it. What a great way to wrap up this show.
My name is Christine, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, was a healthy 34-year-old, and 3 months later, he was gone. Thankfully, he had life insurance. Ethos made it so easy. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. 100% online, no medical exam. Life insurance didn't take away the loss, but it did give us the space to just grieve.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. Ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Evan Cohen here. PayPal is now the official peer-to-peer payment sponsor of the NFL, which means all the money moments that fandom creates, whether splitting tailgate costs or chipping in on tickets and game day food between friends, are covered. Wherever the game is played or watched, PayPal moves with fans. You can send money through text, email, or directly to your friends with eligible accounts on Venmo. Just download the PayPal app, share all the moments that matter. Account with PayPal is required, not available in all regions where PayPal operates.
This is the Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. The East Carolina track and field team is set for a busy weekend as the Pirates will split the squad across 3 separate events this weekend. The Duke Twilight being held in Durham, the Aggie Classic in Greensboro, North Carolina, and the Torrin Lawrence Memorial in Athens, Georgia. In NBA news, Toronto Raptors player and Kinston native Brandon Ingram has been downgraded to doubtful for tonight's Game 6 matchup with the Cavaliers. Ingram went 0 for 2 from the field in just over 11 minutes of action in the Raptors' Game 5 loss at Cleveland on Wednesday. He has been battling a heel injury. And in Major League Baseball yesterday, it was the Tigers beating the Braves 5-2. The Nationals beat the Mets 5-4, and it was the Twins over the Blue Jays by a final of 7-1. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choosing the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
Get ready, because Honda has equipped the 2026 CB750 Hornet with the E-Clutch, delivering stall-free starts in traffic and full-power quick shifts up and down when you want to wake it up. A torquey 755cc parallel twin delivers arm-stretching acceleration with Street Fighter style built to stand out. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, and experience the 2026 Honda CB750 Hornet E-Clutch. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and night protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed
Dr. Gary Overton live in the studio. I'm not taking anything away from how the Pirates played, how they pitched, how Herring's got that 44-game on-base streak. I mean, they've really been good.
Really good. And South Florida's pitching wasn't bad.
Yeah.
What the Pirates saw was really good pitching and handled it really well. Offensively, not the type of club that's going to make noise is South Florida.
The Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, exclusively on Pirate Radio, Pirate Radio TV on YouTube, and on the Pirate Radio app. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Line drive into right center field. Burris around third. He'll tie the game. Herring gets to third base. RBI single by Austin Irby.
This is the Pirate Nation, and we are Pirates because all you have to do to get anybody excited here is go, Purple!
You guys are rocking. The city's awesome, and I love you guys.
Sumo Konbe hit, driven back, ECU standing tall.
The biggest thing about Pirate Nation is we kind of get it for as small a community as we are. We really get everybody involved.
Y'all are intimidating guys. I'm saying y'all are famous. Y'all are celebrity type guys, and that's intimidating.
We never lose a tailgate. That's the one thing. Undefeated.
Go Pirates, yeah.
Live from the First Flight Credit Union Studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome into a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you in the First Flight Credit Union Studios. First Flight Credit Union, taking better care of our community. Stop by one of their local branches in Greenville, New Bern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary. We are here on a Friday on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. You can find us on the Pirate Radio app, powered by Carolina Caliber. You can find us on YouTube, Pirate Radio TV. Come hang out for the next 3 hours as we talk about everything going on in the world of sports. Got Pirates and Memphis Tigers coming up in baseball this weekend on the road. ECU softball closing out their regular season and getting ready for postseason softball here in Greenville. That's exciting to have that here in eastern North Carolina. We will talk all things playoffs today. Playoff hockey, playoff basketball. We'll talk playoff hockey with Mike Maniscalco, Canes play-by-play voice, as the Hurricanes get ready for round 2 beginning Saturday night against the Philadelphia Flyers. We'll talk to Mike about that. We've got Danny Beal joining us to talk Pirate baseball. Brian North will join us on the Turner Home Team Live line coming up in about 15 minutes or so. We've got Evan Cohen from ESPN Radio breaking down the NBA playoffs, a little bit about the NFL draft. Also, Tony Dunn, C3 Panthers podcast, will come on to break down the Panthers draft. Jennings Hall will come by the Pirate Radio studios later on in hour number 1, and Alex Harper in hour 3. That is a lot of folks and a lot of talking to get in the next 3 hours, but we will pack it in. And it's Wes Hines Day.
What's up, buddy?
How we doing, Wes?
I'm doing great. Hope you are.
The duo I never knew I wanted, Wes Hines and intern Victor, hanging out. That's 2 peas in a pod.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Victor?
Doing good,
We got to get to know you today. We talked to intern Zoe yesterday. We got to get to know intern Victor a little bit. We've got Nick Bass here. We got Jared Watkins to my left. Hey, Jared.
What's up, Clip? How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing great.
Great to hear. And we got far left side.
Strong side.
The salesman is here. Chandler Honeycutt. What's up, John?
What's up, guys? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
I got less enthusiastic as we went down the line there. All right, Wes, you ready for us to check in with the chat gang real quick?
Yeah, let's see if I can nail this down. Let's pray I can do it.
All right, let's say a prayer.
Pray.
Dear Lord,
please let Wes be able to find let Wes be able to find these buttons, please, Lord.
In your name we pray.
Amen.
All right, there we go, Wes. Jerry says hello.
Let's pray some more.
Jesus.
Jesus, please. Jesus, if you're
right here.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot we get to hear the internal monologue. My favorite part.
Oh, right here.
What's going on?
Is it right here?
Thank you, Wes. Jerry says we are the Pirate Radio Live chat gang. Steve Hill says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Jamie says, hey, now.
Is it over here?
Oh,
right. I think that's it. Right there.
That's right here.
Is that it? I think it's right there.
I can't find it. Hey, now.
That one.
Hey, now.
Jerry said, nice quarter zip sweatshirt, Chandler. I have one just like it. Just so he wants you to compliment his, I think.
Hey, I like yours too. I will actually be wearing a quarter zip tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Chandler Honeycutt finally has some Canes gear.
Your first Canes apparel?
Yes, and I'm fired up about it.
You get it at Goodwill?
I did. Good friend Josh Copenhaver
Tucked it away.
tucked it away for me, and
Hollered at you.
he's a Goodwill hunter, and he found it for me.
Hey, Goodwill hunter.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
Yeah.
Steve says nice zero zip, Bone. Zero zip.
Yeah, it's Nike. It's gray. It's nice.
All right. Steve said, I wonder if that Kane shirt was in the men's section.
It was in the men's section.
Great Wes Hines reference there. Jamie is disappointed in Wes. He thought the hey now would be faster.
Hey, now.
There we go, Wes. Appreciate you being here on a Friday. All right, guys, we've got a lot of business to take care of. First off, Dog of the Day.
Dog of the Day.
Good place to go this weekend, Chan, man.
Yeah.
The Doghouse Tavern in Ayden.
Right there on 2nd Street. So they're going to be having live music this weekend. They had Singo last night, music bingo. So go out there this weekend, tonight, Saturday night. Awesome drink specials and awesome live music as well. It's veteran owned. So go by and support them. And thanks to Mike, Brittany, and Jess, and everybody over there at the Doghouse Tavern for their sponsorship of the Dog of the Day.
Just a record update clip. You were 2-0 with one pending.
Can I get a graphic out there, please?
Graphics coming up after
after we do the segment. Yeah.
Okay, dude, this is week 4. Sorry, you know what? My bad. Sorry for asking for a graphic 4 weeks into Dog
I got
of the
the
Day.
Knicks to win the East. There you go.
He's mad.
I know. I like when he pouts. Instead of like just rolling with it, he just shuts down. All right.
How the hell am I supposed to roll with that?
You're going Knicks to win the Eastern Conference plus 320.
Yep.
Chandler, what do you got?
I am going Mackenzie Gore, 7+ strikeouts, plus 176. He has 7 starts. 5 of those starts, he has 7 or more strikeouts.
It's 3:06. Are you shutting down the rest of this segment or the entire show?
Segment.
All right, cool. Mackenzie Gore, Texas Ranger.
Yes. I miss him as a gnat.
7+ strikeouts, plus 176.
Yeah, 7 starts on the year. 5 of those starts, he has had 7 or more strikeouts.
I am going Andrei Svechnikov, plus 160 to score a goal Saturday night. Hurricanes and Flyers.
I'm not going to do that for my dog of the day, obviously, but I might go on with maybe Sebastian Aho or maybe Seth Jarvis.
Nick, if you had to pick a goal scorer for Game 1, Hurricanes, who would you select? Ehlers. All right.
Holton Ehlers?
Ehlers is the pick. J-Bone, I got bad news. I need you back in because we're picking a Kentucky Derby winner this segment. Who you got there, Mopey?
Chief Wallaby, I think it is.
Chief Wallaby, I think it is. Long name.
Mm-hmm. Won it last year.
Wait, what?
Really?
I want to say that.
Oh, my.
Wes is even chiming in. You're saying, is this going to be the first ever back-to-back
That horse that won last year has already been shot.
Kentucky Derby winner?
I thought I saw that. Because I was looking up the horses.
Okay, where have you where have you put your feet today at lunchtime? My goodness.
Where have you put your feet at today at lunchtime? Answer that question right now.
Tiebreakers.
All right.
Okay, there's a good thing.
What? Hey, Victor, can you translate for Wes what he's trying to say?
I wish.
Yeah, you know exactly what I mean.
Are you saying he's drunk?
That's what I'm thinking.
In public?
That's what I'm thinking.
Here's what I see. The ask the trainer. The trainer, Bill Mott, will be the first one since Bob.
So you're unaware that like horses don't run multiple years in the Kentucky Derby, I guess?
No, I did not know that.
You didn't know that.
I did. I knew that beyond a shadow of a doubt.
At approximately
at
lunchtime today. Where did you have lunch today, Wes?
If it's unsponsored, don't say the location.
Nowhere. Haven't been anywhere.
Somebody get this man some lunch.
Get that man something to eat.
All right, Chandler. So,
sorry,
Chief
Wallaby
did not win last year.
Okay,
I'm just putting it out there for the public, not for you.
Okay.
All right, now here's your next question. What is the age of that horse?
I think I know this.
I do know it.
Okay.
20.
What do you got, Chandler?
15.
3?
3.
3 years old.
They're all 3 years old.
I saw there was a piece, and maybe they did this piece. Oh, yeah? Yeah, there was this piece. Lauren Beachy from Channel 9, she did a piece on a horse here in Eastern North Carolina that's 40 years old, the oldest horse in the world.
Okay. I mean, just anything out of your mouth now sounds fake.
Oh, my.
Oldest
Can
horse.
I go to sleep now?
Wait, what did he say?
Can I go to sleep now? The Guinness Book of World Record as of 2026, over 37 years old. So we found an older horse.
Yeah, Lauren Beachy with Channel 9.
She's the horse?
No!
They hired a horse?
She did a piece on the horse.
A 40-year-old horse. I've seen 40-year-old virgin. I've never seen 40-year-old horse.
It's coming out in theaters this fall.
Starring Steve Carell. Jamie said Wes and Chandler should change places. You got to do a swap with Wes now. You got to produce. Yes, they're 3-year-old horses. They do not run back-to-back derbies. And for the 7th straight year, this horse wins the derby. Who's your pick?
Oh, Ado.
Oh, no. Further ado. That was going to be my pick.
Oh,
we can have the same pick. Can we have the same pick?
Sure, why not? Let's
if not, you know what? I would. Incredibolt sounds kind of cool. I'm going to go Incredibolt. But I think I'm going to take Further Ado as my pick.
Chandler, I thought you would have taken a Right to Party.
I saw that he was scratched.
You know that and know none of this other stuff? That's wild.
He knew that there's a 40-year-old horse.
I gotta go see this 40-year-old horse.
I swear I saw this.
Okay, I believe. I mean,
The house.
the who?
The horse was born in 1986.
That would make it 40, yeah.
Man, that horse is about old as me.
I'm telling you, man.
A 40-year-old, like what? Let's Google life expectancy, like average.
I
saw this. Where?
Good Lord. That's the first thing up there.
Wow. Wes, what do you think like the average is for horse lives?
36.
All right, well, the oldest ever was just documented at 36 or 37. 25 to 30 years old. That's a lot. That's older than I thought.
Yeah.
Especially since the Derby horses, God, they're like babies out there running around. 3 years old.
It's like they do at Minji's, the baby crawl.
Wait, we get suckered into this every year just for a baby horse crawl?
Mm-hmm.
Man, spending a lot of money.
Wes, what's your pick?
I don't even know the names.
22 hours ago, Channel 9, WNCT.
Okay.
Eastern North Carolina's horse vies for oldest living horse record. 40 years. That's 105 years in human years.
How the hell did
Okay, why now? How do they know that?
Oh, I don't know.
How do you do the dog years and the human years thing? I guess they just like take
the times. Yeah, is it times 7?
They just take the average expectancy or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, how about this, Chandler and Wes and everyone else? The oldest horse on record was Old Billy. Now, was he Old Billy as a kid? No, it was Billy the Kid. Old Billy died in 1822 at the age of 62 years old.
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
That is insane.
What did that old poor horse look
I don't even
like?
think humans lived to be 62.
Back then?
They're like dysentery
Well, back then, horses outlived humans. We had to find a way with modern medicine to outlive horses.
Like, I mean, diarrhea was like the #1 cause of death back then. And a horse
Oh,
was
man. Oldest horse ever. I want to see some Google images.
He just got his head in a box.
That
What
horse
in the world?
Oldest horse. You know what? You can't tell if a horse is 3 or 61.
How did they know it was the same horse?
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, that could have just been a different horse that day. I mean, they all look alike.
That walked into the prairie, and they're like, "Old Billy's back again."
Old Billy died at like 6.
Steve asking what kind of grammar skills are needed to be a co-host on this show. That's not important. That's not important at all. All right, good seg, guys. That's our Doghouse Tavern Dog of the Day.
That's how you do it.
Brought to you by the Doghouse Tavern. What's going on at Doghouse Tavern, Chandler?
Karaoke tonight.
Karaoke.
We love a good karaoke, don't we, boys? Let's see. Karaoke night with Wild Willie. Man, that guy's there almost every night, it seems like.
I call him the Old Billy of DJing.
PB&J shot, $6.
Now, Jarrett would not like that because he said peanut butter and jelly should be eaten separately.
Yeah, they don't belong together.
Do you just have a jelly?
And then also a Funky Monkey, also $6.
All right.
Like,
I don't know what that is,
a
but
beverage or is like you just get a monkey?
I don't know. You know how you can find out? Go to the Doghouse Tavern tonight.
Get a monkey.
In Aiden, our Doghouse Tavern Dog of the Day. We will take a break, come back. Brian North joins us on the other side of this timeout. We'll see if he's on. He got scooped on that old horse story. Have to ask him about that. Back with you after these words.
Cuccinella's has been serving up handcrafted pizzas with their family recipe since 1932. If you're in the mood for something different, explore the brand new pastas like the chicken parm, chicken alfredo, or penne marinara. Cuccinella's also has salads, grinders, and house-made Italian ice and Italian ice lemonades. Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cuccinella's. 2 locations with pickup or delivery, and ready for your order now at Cuccinellas.com. Go Pirates!
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote. Or you can email us at info@scitekes.com.
Looking for friendly service and hometown convenience? Make it Country Mart in Pitt County. With 2 great locations already serving our community, Country Mart is your one-stop shop for fresh hot food, cold drinks, snacks, fuel, and everyday essentials, all with the fast, friendly service you can count on. And we're growing. A brand new location is coming soon on Highway 11 right across from Aiken-Crifton High School. From breakfast biscuits to afternoon pick-me-ups and the best fuel prices in town, Country Mart keeps Pitt County moving. Country Mart, local, convenient, and always friendly.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
CopyPro, the professional office systems people, have been serving Eastern North Carolina since 1971. From Greenville to Wilmington, businesses trust CopyPro for reliable technology, award-winning service, and top brands like Konica Minolta and Ricoh. Need multi-function printers, document management, or network solutions? CopyPro delivers powerful tools backed by certified technicians and a team dedicated to your success. CopyPro, professional people, professional systems, powerful results. Visit copypro.net or call 756-3175 today.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
What's going on, y'all? This is your man, Petey Pablo, and right now you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Raise up!
To Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. Now back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, West Hines Friday. We got intern Victor, intern Nick. Salesman dipped out. J-Bone here. And we got Brian North joining us on the Turner Home Team live line. If you are looking to sell your house fast without making any repairs, the Turner Home Team is the team for you. Justin Turner and the folks will get it done for you. Brian North joins us. What's up, North?
What's going on, Clippers? Just another day in paradise. A lot of festivals going on this weekend, so trying to keep it all straight.
All right. Yeah, man, there's been a ton going on here in Greenville over the last month, and got Rock the Lot coming up this Saturday at Dirty Dan's, and also coming up Saturday, the Kentucky Derby. We were talking earlier. Chandler thought one of the horses was trying to go back-to-back this year, Brian, and we had to explain to him that that was impossible. Because horses only run at one time, and they run it when they're 3 years old. And we got to thinking about how long do horses live? And according to the internet, one horse, Old Billy, lived into his 60s back in the day. Which brings up the question, what are the longest living animals? Longest living animals. So I'm taking away glass sponges, which can live 10,000 plus years. Black corals, the ocean quahog clam, which is 500 plus years. So now we're getting into vertebrates, mammals, and land living animal. So the Greenland shark can live anywhere between 270 to 500 years. The bowhead whale lives 200 plus years. And Brian, what did you say when I first asked the question?
The tortoise.
Giant tortoise can live 190 or more years, and this is exemplified by Jonathan, a 193-year-old giant tortoise.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for Jonathan.
Not to be, not far behind is Brian Bailey, the tortoise.
Hey, now. Wow. Good shot, North. Have we studied the tortoise? Have scientists looked at why they live longer than us? Is it the shell?
I think it's the shell.
Should we walk around with shells? Something to think about.
Eggshells now because we don't want to offend anybody.
Boy, Brian North on fire today. Live Brian North hits different. North, what is your relationship to the Derby? You ever been? Do you want to go? Do you watch it?
Yes. Yes. Grew up a horse racing fan. In television world, May always used to mean sweeps, so we could never get time off in May. But one year, I said I just want to go and experience it. 2002 or 3, I think it was 2003. And so I feigned the illness. I believe the statute of limitations has run out on that. I feigned the illness at work on a Friday, drove to Louisville, Lexington area, and then checked it out.
Hold on.
Your funny side one.
I got to hear more about this, Brian. Did you simply say I'm sick, or did you, like, around the office start coughing and showing symptoms? How did you work this?
Yeah, no, I think it was just a bug. I think a bug got me on a Friday.
Yeah.
So I didn't tell him it was the horse racing bug, but yeah, that was.
I got the horse flu.
Yeah, that's right. Got in the car early Friday morning, made the drive all the way there. Found a cheap hotel room, and then got to Churchill Downs early the next day, and found that there's two worlds there. There is the hat and way out of my tax bracket people that are outside of the arena, and then there's those who are in the infield, and that's more like Woodstock. So there was definitely two different worlds at the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, I've heard that. I mean, I've heard it's downright wild. And then what they don't show a lot of that on TV, right? They just show the celebrities and the hats and all that stuff.
The cameras pointed away, like the cameras are in the infield for a reason, pointing out away from all the stuff that's happening there. And what's even crazier is the second leg of the Triple Crown. The Belmont, or not the Belmont Stakes, the Preakness of Baltimore is even crazier. That's where I saw people running across the porta-johns and people taking full beers and chucking at them, trying to knock them off, like a carnival game. And that was happening the whole time.
I think I've seen video of that, actually. Jared, you interested?
Not wasting full beers. No. It's kind of odd.
How wasteful. All right. Well, Brian, do you make a pick every year? Do you get in pools? Do you find a way to bet on it these days?
I become less and less inclined. I used to keep track of it, but it's funny how having kids kind of mess you up a little bit. We had the horse that was named after a road in Lenoir County a couple of years ago, and so Barber Road, and so I was into it then. But it snuck up on me this year. With it being the first Saturday in May, I didn't realize it would be May 2nd this year, so it kind of snuck up on me this year. So I've not analyzed the field like I normally do.
I feel like over the years now, I'll kind of turn it on, and then I'll watch and just have it on in the background or something, and then I'm like, well, I got to go get dinner or something. I usually end up missing the actual race and watching the build-up, which, I mean, that part of it's cool too. You get to hear the stories and all that stuff, and it's all commercial celebrities now too. The television part of it. So, yeah, it's kind of a big deal about not a lot. But I guess I'll check it out coming up on Saturday. Brian, ECU baseball in Memphis. Pirates coming off their second beatdown of the season to NC State. So they certainly want to get back on track from that. Outside of that, had a great week last week. So we'll see if inferior competition can help them pile up runs like they did a week ago.
Yeah, and they need one of those, right? We're getting down to the end of the year when the resumes are important. The win against NC State would have been nice. And it's weird. They've had one 5-game win streak and a couple of 4-game win streaks this year, so they really haven't gone on a real heater or bender. And that's kind of been the inconsistency of this team a little bit, where they and I don't know if it's the portal life or what it is, but this certainly has been a team that has had some really highs and really low lows here. They're either really good or really bad, it seems, on certain days. So it's been an interesting year that I know is driving Cliff nuts, but still a lot in front of them, and I haven't seen anything to make me think that this is a lost season by any means.
North, man, a lot of injuries, J-Bone, in these playoffs. You got, let's see, Wagner's out tonight. Durant is out. With Timberwolves, Anthony Edwards. And did Brandon Ingram leave early the other night?
It was kind of not funny that he got hurt, but I turned that game on and they're like, Brandon Ingram, this and that. I'm like, damn, the day clip was like, I think I'll cheer for the Raptors.
And specifically because of Brandon Ingram.
Yeah. He was out early.
Is he playing tonight? Do we know, Brian?
Game time decision. He's been battling this inflammation in his right ankle, right heel. And it flared up the other night, 11 minutes into the game, and he left with just 1 point. I mean, I wouldn't think he would, but with this being a do-or-die game, Brandon's tough. But even if he does play, I just don't think he's going to be super effective or get to play a long period of time. When you start dealing with inflammation, it just doesn't magically go away unless he can get a shot of some kind to dull the pain. But I wouldn't anticipate a great game from him even if he does play tonight, but I'd be surprised if he does.
Canes hockey, playoff hockey round 2, Redneck hockey coming up Saturday night, Brian. And David Glenn dropped one on me the other day when we talked to him. The Canes and Flyers have never met in the postseason, which is crazy.
Yeah, I was wondering that when Philadelphia won the other night. I thought to myself, I don't ever remember going ahead. It always seems to be the same old suspects for them, but this will be different, and this will be quite the environment because Philadelphia, in all sports, can always get a raucous crowd on Broad Street and be a fun team to play.
Only 2 games tomorrow. Celtics-Sixers, Game 7, and then Game 1, Canes-Flyers.
Really?
Only 2 games.
Really? That's kind of stinks. Canes are at 8. What time's the basketball? Similar
Sixers,
time.
Celtics, they get underway at 7:30 on NBC.
So you go derby and then tip off and then face off. So decent Saturday sports night, but you're going to miss all the action we've been seeing during the day. So that kind of stinks. North, what you got planned for the weekend?
Having to take out a second mortgage tonight to take the kids to the Strawberry Festival in Vanceboro so they can ride all the rides. Then they're supposed to be in the parade tomorrow. We're all just hostage of the weather tomorrow and how bad it's going to be. So we're kind of playing it by ear tomorrow. It might be a day of indoor activity tomorrow for us, and then watching the Derby and some of the sports stuff going on.
Mitch Hedberg said, if you ever want to fast forward a parade, just walk in the opposite direction they're coming from. Genius. All right. North, thanks for joining us, man. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you next week.
All right, Clipper, sounds good. Do the same.
Brian North, WCTI 12, joining us on the Turner Home Team live line. J-Bone coming up tonight. I don't trust the Pistons as far as I can throw them on the road at Orlando.
I mean, the Franz Wagner thing, that's somebody who has been guarding Cade a lot. But Cade drops 45 and they barely win that game.
The injuries haven't mattered much. Timberwolves win last night.
Ayo was out too.
Yeah, and but the Magic are home dogs tonight against the Pistons. Raptors are home dogs against the Cavaliers tonight.
Yeah, this series is just bogus. Like, I'll watch it, but this could go 7. This could end tonight. Both these teams could just not even show up in round 2. I don't even know.
And did you call the Rockets winning this series against the Lakers?
Yeah.
I know you called the Rockets to win the other night.
I said I think they win this series.
All right. And so you think they win at home tonight against LeBron and the Lakers?
It's just crazy. Like, KD doesn't play, and this team looks a lot better. I think they just hate him.
I guess I'm on this LeBron kick right now, and listen to our interview with Evan Cohen later, and we talk about it. But I guess the better series, I don't know, is Rockets OKC any better than Lakers OKC?
It's a sweep either way.
Yeah, so doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm pulling for LeBron, man.
When it comes to the West, it's really just, hey, can we go ahead and get to the conference finals? Can we go ahead and get to Thunder Spurs?
All right, let's take a break. Jennings Hall joins us on a Friday. We'll have our Jennings Hall of Fame and Jennings Hall of Shame for the week in sports. And talk about what's going on in ECU athletics as well. Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday after this time of... Doug Henry of Greenville is your premier used car dealership with over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily to take care of all your needs. Doug Henry offers the best selection of used cars around, and it's easy to find right on the corner of Greenwood Boulevard and Memorial Drive. You can also find them at DougHenryofGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price. Doug Henry of Greenville.
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
It's Budweiser's 150th anniversary, and we're celebrating with a Heritage Can Series that honors our legacy of being made of America. Collect all 4 designs. For 150 years, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2026. Anheuser-Busch. Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Carolina Eagle Distributing is celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. For 150 years, Budweiser has been the heart of America beer culture, bringing people together across generations. Cheers to 150 years. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989.
Looking for your new favorite hangout spot? Come on down to the Doghouse Tavern, Aiden's veteran-owned crown jewel on 2nd Street. From open mic Mondays to music bingo Thursdays, there's always something happening. Enjoy daily drink specials, one of the best bar menus around, and live music that'll keep you coming back for more. Grab your friends, kick back, and support local at the Doghouse Tavern. Check us out on Facebook to see what's on tap this week. The Doghouse Tavern, where good times and great vibes live.
Your future is full of possibilities, and Pitt Community College can help you explore every option. You can earn a degree, learn a trade, transfer to a university, or launch a new career. We offer the support you need to succeed with flexible schedules, affordable tuition, and programs designed for the real world. Your path, your future, your college. Pitt Community College. Register now.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Bond. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
If you're hungry for a great steak with honest to goodness flavor, head over to Larry's Steakhouse, open Monday through Saturday at 11 a.m. Serving up hand-cut, aged ribeyes, tender grilled salmon, bold grilled shrimp, and juicy grilled pork chops, all right off the flame. Pile your plate high with a 25-item salad bar. Try one of our hearty daily lunch specials. Larry's Steakhouse, good food, good folks, and a good time. Located at 2800 East 10th Street across from the old Highway Patrol Station. Call 751-6510 888-888-1010 for takeout and reservations. Larry Steakhouse.
This is Dale Murphy, two-time National League MVP and number 3 with the Atlanta Braves. And you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary and assistance with their utility costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now back to PRL. Here's Clip.
Thank you, Wesley. Wesley Hines. And now joining us on the program for the remainder of Hour 1, Jennings Hall in studio. Hey, Jennings.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Jennings, a former ECU volleyball player. Wes, you ever play any volleyball?
Say what now?
You a volleyball guy?
Not really, no.
You ever play? Not really, so that means kind of you are.
No.
Okay. Okay, not really.
Sorry.
No, don't apologize. If you're not a volleyball guy, you're not a volleyball guy.
I like to see guys turn left all day.
Mm-hmm. You're a NASCAR man.
Yes, sir.
What'd you think about Hocevar winning?
You don't watch NASCAR. When's the last time you watched a race?
I listen to it. I don't watch it.
Do you listen every week?
Yes.
All right. Well, what'd you think about Hocevar?
It's a lucky shot.
Guy's 23.
Lucky shot.
Star in the making.
Lucky shot.
But the thing is, who won the first 3 races of the year?
Tyler Reddick.
Okay, and who is he with?
2311.
Okay, and what happened last off season with 2311?
They sued NASCAR and got a lot of money.
Okay.
What does that have to do with Hocevar?
Nothing. I'm just putting apples to oranges.
Yeah, no, I mean, NASCAR gave Michael Jordan a lot of money, and he said, I'm going to gamble half, and I'm going to put the other half into one of these cars. And Bubba is not really marketable because he's kind of an a-hole. And so it's like, let's go with the nice guy, Tyler Reddick.
There you go.
Jared, sometimes you just got to put apples with oranges, man.
Yeah.
All right.
They're both fruit.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Jennings, now that we've covered all of that, Pirate baseball at Memphis this week. They are tied for first in the American. Pirates softball has UTSA at home for 2, and they're about to throw out the first pitch in about 20 minutes, it appears. But after that, it's the conference tournament. Do you know where that is this year?
Gots to be Florida.
Gots to be Greenville, North Carolina,
Oh my God.
at Max R. Joyner Family Stadium.
Whoa, I didn't see that one coming.
And that begins coming up on Wednesday. So that is a pretty nice advantage. How cool would it have been to have like a postseason tournament in Minges?
Yeah, that would have been really nice and a lot better for traveling.
No doubt.
My senior year, we went to Wichita, so.
I think, the Pirates have a chance regardless of where it is, but that's a nice little home field advantage there.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see if they play here in a minute because it was pouring rain when I came in.
Yeah, all this weather permitting, and I've not looked at social media. There might be some updates on that. But Shane Winkler's team on the year, 29-24 overall, 13-11 in conference play, and trying to finish strong against UTSA. Scheduled to play 2 games today and 1 on Sunday. I wonder if they already changed the schedule.
Yeah, because
due to tomorrow's
supposed to be real. I mean, Rock the Block is now inside at Dirty Dance. Rock the lot.
Not so easy, is it?
Rock the room. Well, no, I was kind of doing that.
Rock the Brock. Yeah, going to be some rain here tomorrow.
They'll get the games in. I think it's supposed to rain for like the next 43 minutes, and then it'll be clear. I don't know about getting 2 in.
Speaking of like Rock the Block or whatever, if anyone listening is from Kinston and knows what's going on, because when I was driving through from Myrtle, I looked to my left and there was a stage in the middle of the road. So if anybody could
maybe
let
Tracy
us know,
Bird. Is that's who performing for the
wasn't that last week?
Oh, was it?
Maybe it's still there from last week.
Maybe Tracy Bird said, let's run it back.
There's a stage in the middle of the road?
In the middle of Kinston, yes.
Yeah.
Downtown.
Is it part of the teacher strike? Were y'all aware of that?
I saw it on the news. They had the
social
news
media.
on at the bar.
Lily didn't have school today, and they get so many days off. I just figured it was a work day or something, and it was due to teachers striking, I believe.
Jimmy Hoffa, man, back at it.
Back in my day, teachers just did it for the pride, not for the money. Sad to see.
There's no more loyalty in teaching. Everybody just wants a damn paycheck.
Exactly.
Either that or the kids these days are.
Kids these days.
Always on that phone.
Let me tell you. There's the only kid I respect is Nick Bass, who shows up to Pirate Radio for absolutely nothing. We give him nothing. He asks for nothing. If he asked for something, we'd give him nothing. And he'd be okay with that. By the way, his last day is next Friday. Should we celebrate him?
Yeah, next Friday.
But no more today. A couple of other Pirate notes, a New Blue Pirate report. Pirates led James Madison at the half last night in the conference lacrosse tournament, but as Boom Goes the Dynamite Kid would say, finished poorly. Lost to number 25 James Madison 9-7, so their season comes to an end. Other news this week in ECU athletics: Kim McNeil will be here for a little while longer. She signed an extension, so I was glad to see that.
Yeah,
big fan of Coach McNeil. And how about Darius Bell was selected in the third round of the CFL draft. The former Pirates center was born in, I believe, Ontario, but he was born in Canada. And will now be playing in the CFL.
Yes, I didn't know this till we were out at Pro Day, and Malcolm was like, yeah, Darius Bell's going to get drafted in the CFL because the rosters have to be 51% Canadian.
Yeah, I didn't know the percentages. Is that right? 51%?
Yeah, I believe so.
And then is there a limit on, like, American guys? Or, like, as long as you're 51, you can get the rest from wherever?
Yeah, I think that's how it goes.
We will talk some CFL on Tuesday with Justin Hardy. He will join us on the show as he gets ready for yet another CFL season. Still getting it done with 1,000-yard seasons on into his mid-30s. Impressive dude. So we'll talk to him.
Still with the Red Blacks?
Still with Ottawa, I believe. Yep, the Ottawa Red Blacks. Jennings, can you imagine playing competitive volleyball into your mid-30s?
No, my body hurts now, so I can't imagine how to be in 10 years.
Do you play? Well, you're getting ready for a wedding, so maybe this is a question for like future springs and summers. Will you play any rec, volleyball, softball, anything? Because you're an active person, right?
Yeah, I've started to get back into golf. I've done pickleball, and I actually really like pickleball. And then my dad really wants me to try and play tennis, so I might just do that.
Well, that's just big pickleball.
Yeah. A lot of volleyball players end up playing tennis because it's fairly similar.
A lot of kind of quick burst running. So I act like I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know the ball is yellow.
Yeah. All right, let's do some Jennings Hall of Fame, Jennings Hall of Shame. I'll try to think of some Hall of Famers because I hate to be so negative, but I got some Hall of Shamers. Do we have? Can we start with some positive?
Yeah.
Wes, I want you to get in on this too, and this can be sports related or not. We nominate people or things for the Jennings Hall of Fame, which are good things, or Jennings Hall of Shame, which are bad things. So if you can think of anything off the top of your head, please let us know.
All right.
Things you really enjoy, or you really need to, you got a bone to pick with somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Hall of Fame?
New York Knicks.
Why?
I mean, they won by 51 points last night. Closed out the series. I mean, after game 2, it's like,
how do you do that if you're the Hawks, though?
I have no idea.
That's
CJ McCollum, man, he had such a good first 3 games, and then
I'm not blaming him.
He looked 34.
Yeah, he's an old man.
Everybody else had no experience in this situation, and I mean, the Knicks just outmatched them. I'll go more specific, OG Anunoby, because even when this Knicks team was down and not doing well, he was great. And, I mean, he's probably been the best forward in these playoffs. So I'll go him. And one more, Paul George. That guy went off last night.
That's the old Clip Rock right there. Call a guy out, say something negative about him.
Yeah.
Goes
And then
off.
you called out Brandon Ingram, said, really like this guy. He gets hurt.
Yep. Thanks for pointing that out. Knicks were up 40-15 after the first quarter. And you're like, all right, Hawks. You're probably not going to win, but let's make this respectable. Get it within the teens or something at the half. Knicks outscored them in the second quarter, 43-21. That's what is that? 63-36 at halftime.
Like, I was at the bar last night playing trivia. I look up at the TV. It's 11-9. Hawks are up, and I'm like, okay, this might be fun. And then we get through the first round of trivia. I look back up, and it's like, 40-15.
All right, Jennings, do you have a Hall of Famer?
I'll give it to Kim McNeil for re-signing or extending her contract.
I love it, but we need to get back to that conference championship.
Yeah,
I'm holding her feet to the fire now.
That's valid.
All right, I need to. Wes, you got any positive things to say?
No, it does not have to be sports related, right?
Correct.
All right, Dick Van Dyke reaching 100.
That was a while ago, wasn't it?
No, last week.
Okay.
Dick Van Dyke celebrating 100 years of life.
Mm-hmm.
He turned 100 on December 13th.
Well, that shows you the Facebook's lying again.
Now, back in December, I did see something where they interviewed him, and they were like, hey, you turn 100 next week. How do you feel?
Okay.
And he let me finish what I'm saying, Wes. Jesus Christ. And he was like, it'd be really funny. And they're like, what, Mr. Van Dyke? He's like, if I died and I didn't turn 100. And it was everybody, the room went silent.
Oh, you know what? So sometimes, like, I'm superstitious. It's kind of stupid I'm not a real journalist or anything. But, like, if coaches are on a roll, like high school and stuff, I won't call them to come on for an interview because I'll be afraid they will lose the next game or something. I would not interview a guy like the week before he turns 100.
Yeah.
That's just bad juju. And Dick Van Dyke's got an amazing sense of humor, obviously.
Yeah, his brother Jerry Van Dyke, he was on Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was Jimmy's dad in Yes Dear.
Yes.
Amazing. I'm a big fan of Jerry Van Dyke.
Wow, yeah. Forgot about that. Yeah.
One more Hall of Fame for me, Carson Hocevar. I already went through why.
Wes, honestly, the fact that he turned 100 in December and is still with us is awesome.
Yeah.
He's like 100 and a half.
Yeah.
If you want to look at it that way.
That's right.
Yeah, it's May.
100 and a half years old.
Wasn't that like a while back ago? No,
it was last week.
All right. Well, anyway, what can you say? And then the Hall of Shame would be Facebook. There you go.
Hey, there we go, Wes. Yeah. I've kind of got a Hall of Fame, Hall of Shame too. More Hall of Shame to the NCAA tournament expanding. Hall of Fame because it's more games to watch, more games to bet on. I'll never complain about that. Hall of Shame because now they're going to make all the 16s that won their conference tournament, some of the 15s probably, all these teams that deserve to be in the tournament playing in play-in games, even more so than there already is. If you're going to expand the tournament, make your 11 seeds, your NC State versus Texas, make that be a play-in, not Norfolk State versus Morehead State. Those teams won their conference tournament and deserve to play Thursday and Friday. They shouldn't be playing in play-ins. So for that reason, I'm going to call it a Hall of Shame. You got one, Jennings?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's not even that crazy, but when I was driving here today, I got a phone call from Coastal Carolina Athletics asking if I wanted to renew my season tickets next year. And I was like, I've never talked to you guys before.
Now, wait a minute, though. So did you go to the game?
I went to the game, and I think that they have my information.
Because of that app. Because you got free food.
I had to.
Yep.
I had to unsubscribe from their emails and everything a long time ago, and I deleted the app after the game.
I said this when it had that. This is a scam somehow.
Yeah.
They got you.
Yeah, they tried to ask me if I wanted to buy season tickets. I said, I went to East Carolina.
Did you talk to a human?
Yes, it was someone from athletics.
Yeah.
It was making me mad, though.
Did you get ugly with him?
No.
I mean, those people are just doing their job.
No. Because then I wasn't mean to them because I asked them if he knew the broadcasting guy.
There's somebody on Chanticleer Radio right now doing this segment, and they're like, this girl I called today, Jennings, I believe her name was, she was a total B to me on the phone.
No, I was nice. I was just like, I went to ECU, so
Yeah.
I don't think that would.
I knew it, man. They got you on that app, though, and now they got all your info.
Once they started giving me emails like every 3 days, I was like, nah.
Would you like to sign up for a Chanticleer Gold credit card?
That's going to be next, I'm sure.
Pretty cool.
All right, so Jennings is out on Coastal Carolina spamming her.
Yeah.
J-Bone?
Tom Dundon again.
So I'm glad you weren't here. Were you here when I interviewed David Glenn?
No.
When he said, I know the Hurricanes owner, you were the first person I thought of. I was like, oh, God, is Jared around? He's going to come yelling about the Blazers.
Yeah, and like, look, it worked in hockey. It worked for the Hurricanes. But like, it's a total different animal. And then today it comes out that he's investing in a pickleball league at like $500 million. It's like, you won't even pay a coach $1 million.
Yeah.
Like,
or pay for a masseuse.
He called Coach Schertz, the St. Louis basketball coach. He said, we would love to have you. He's like, what's the pay? He said $1 million. He's like, I make more at St. Louis, and hung up the phone. Like, they're actively searching for somebody who will accept to be the lowest paid head coach in the league, and how you have a successful
Somebody's got to
season
step in there.
like you did. It's going to be some high school bum from Portland.
No, I'm saying somebody like from the league has to step in and say, hey, what
Adam
kind of...
Silver was on a Part of My Take, and he's like, he was defending him, talking about like he won a bidding war. You think he's really going to be cheap? And every report is about how he's cost cutting to be cheap.
Man, that's crazy.
I've heard he's got deep pockets for the roster, but like you got to have somebody to coach him.
Well, if he's I might could ride with him on that. Like if he is paying players what they need to be paid, but then also the personnel and stuff too. With you were talking about the massages and stuff. Like,
yeah,
he's got to pay for the infrastructure as well. But that's weird, man.
I mean, I'm interested to see how it unfolds. I'm not a Blazers fan, but I appreciate them from afar. And how you can't see the success of this season, be like, let's capitalize on this, is beyond me.
All right, Hall of Shame, Patriots fans. So, like, sports fans are cultists. They are tribalist. Unfortunately, that has now moved into politics, where we treat politicians like sports teams. The good thing about sports when you're a cultist is it's not like life or death or the end of the world if people don't get to it.
The Raiders aren't bombing they're bombing their fan base.
But
with bad decisions.
Mike Vrabel was out in some kind of public event, and the Patriots fans give him a standing ovation. What are you cheering the guy for? Now, I'm not saying boo him, throw stuff at him, tar and feather him, but a simple like head nod or just cross your arms or just kind of...
Wait, so you wanted them to be like upset?
No.
Okay.
I want them... If Mike Vrabel walked in here right now, I would neither give him the finger nor stand
Well, you're
up
not
and
a
cheer.
Patriots fan. He just took the Patriots to the Super Bowl. And you don't want the fans to give him a standing ovation? This is like his first public appearance since then.
Well, things have happened since then.
Okay, but...
If I was in that room, I would have just stood there.
I don't even remember who won the Super Bowl.
The Seahawks, but
they beat the Patriots' ass.
I remember that now.
So trying to figure out a way to say what I want to say.
Would you have given him a standing O as a Pats fan?
Yeah, he just took my team to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and Dick Van Dyke just turned 100. That was a long time ago, buddy.
His first public appearance. If Dick Van Dyke walked in here right now, I would say, hey, happy birthday, Mr. Van Dyke.
That happened 5 months ago,
but if
kid.
Dick Van Dyke was also having sex with a fine woman, it'd be like, hey, let's go.
I bet he has.
Well, yeah, but probably not now at 100.
Well, you don't know that. That was stupid. That was gross.
Yeah.
The cultism and tribalism of sports fans sometimes.
I think you're
gross.
Looking too deep into it.
Last time we talked about
he
this,
got too deep into it.
I remember saying we need to stop caring. Like, we need to care about other people's business less. Like, we need to stop just like...
That's fine. And I'm not saying boo the guy or anything. I'm just saying
and that's what I'm saying. Like, we don't need to have a standing ovation for him. Like, I don't know. I know they just won the Super Bowl.
They didn't win.
Or they just went to the Super Bowl.
We just got our ass kicked in the Super Bowl. All right. And then you're an awful human.
He went into counseling, rehab, whatever. Like, shouldn't you be supportive of somebody in a tough situation like that? Like,
good point,
hey,
J-Bone.
I got you, coach. We love you, coach.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shouldn't we not shame this man?
Very good.
There should be no shame. I guess he's in the Hall of Shame.
But you know what? He went to counseling. That's my fault. I should not counsel shame.
Well, that's what I'm saying. On the flip side, too, like, we didn't need to care that much about the story when it came out anyways, because who cares?
It's kind of funny, but yeah, who cares?
I mean, who cares? Like,
his family cares, and that's who should care, not us.
Not us.
Yeah. Kenny, putting him in the Hall of Fame. J-Bone, my daughter works for an event company. She is heading to a work event in Vegas at the Raiders Stadium. Would you like for her to pick up something, a hat or something?
I mean, yeah, if it's, keep it under $10, maybe like a decal, a sticker. I'm not trying to.
Mark Davis ain't selling nothing under $10.
That's something.
Go to the little store outside the stadium where the guy's selling Raiders hats for $10. But that's a nice gesture there.
Very nice.
All right, Jennings, when is the countdown to wedding bells?
June 13th, so hold on.
We are getting there.
Yeah. I think we're like
about a month.
6 weeks away.
Do you think Dick Van Dyke will be alive to see your wedding?
I don't know if you've heard. He's actually walking her down the aisle with his little cane, and he's going to do the roll.
That's Kane! Jennings, thanks for hanging out. I know you're busy, so good to get you in studio.
Yeah.
We'll check in with you. I know you're going to be busy here, so we'll get you on when we can.
Yeah.
But come on back now, you hear? Let's take a break. When we return, Evan Cohen, ESPN Radio, will join us. Talk NBA playoffs. I'll ask him about the Hurricanes. Might not have much of an answer, but you'll hear what he has to say. And a little NFL draft as well. Evan Cohen joins us after this timeout.
Ready to play, Greenville? The Repair Shop Game Room at Fish Street Hardware is bringing the fun for all ages. Pool tables, skee ball, big screens, and ice-cold drafts all in one spot. Keep the week going with Singo Tuesdays at 7, Trivia Wednesdays at 7, Outlaw Open Mic on Thursdays 7 to 9, and live music every Friday and Saturday 8 to 11. Plus, Yappy Hours Thursday through Saturday 4 to 7, 25% off appetizers, and Sundays, kids 12 and under eat free with the purchase of an adult entree. Fish Street Hardware, eat, drink, play.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
This is Caleb Reynolds, lead minister at Eastern Pines Church, and I'd love to invite you to join us this Sunday at 9 and 10:30 at 3380 Portertown Road in Greenville. At Eastern Pines Church, you'll find real people, uplifting worship, and a place where your family can grow in your faith. Come see what God is doing right here in Greenville. We'd love to welcome you home at Eastern Pines Church. Visit easternpineschurch.com for more information.
Church services brought to you by S&K Trapping, East Coast Grading, Gregory Pool, Driven Details, East Coast Access, Cardinal Lock and Key, and rentafishtank.com.
If you're looking to make someone's day a little sweeter, Nothing Bundt Cakes has the perfect treat. From our bite-sized buntinis to our delicious 8 and 10-inch bundt cakes, every cake is baked fresh daily and topped with our signature cream cheese frosting. Birthdays, celebrations, office treats, or just because. There's always a reason for a bundt cake. Come see us in Greenville in the Law Promenade Shopping Center near Longhorn and let us help you share a little joy, one bundt at a time. Nothing Bundt Cakes. Make life a little sweeter every day.
Oh, dude, that home run just busted your windshield.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
You're not worried about it?
Yeah, I've got Brandon Manning and Farm Bureau Insurance.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi-Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
You know Pip Printing for custom printing and marketing, but do you know they also do custom apparel? Need a company store for your employees, team, or just to sell your custom apparel online? Pip has the team in place to get that up and running for you in no time. Come into our store at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville and check out the clearance sale on jackets and coats. Brands by Cutter & Buck, Gildan, and Carhartt with some items as low as $10. At Pip, we do a lot more than you think. Call or come out to see the We Do people at Pip Printing.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Clip Rock here with you. Audible alert! And an audible that didn't need to be called, because I have the show that I set up earlier right in front of me, and I'm ignoring it. Evan Cohen not coming up this segment, nor next segment. Evan Cohen, nor the segment after. Evan Cohen coming up at 5 o'clock here on the show. We got Danny Beal coming up next to talk Pirate baseball and Boston sports. And then we got Mike Maniscalco to wrap up hour number 2, as we will talk Canes hockey. Hour 3, Evan Cohen and A-Harp, if he responds to me, and also our Simply Divine Oil and Wine best of Pirate Radio Live. We'll also get our Pirates and the Pros when we get a second. Tony Dunn, C3 Panthers podcast, joining us. What's up, Tony?
Hey, man. Fun stuff. I mean, the Hurricanes toasted the town, and you're talking about A-Harp. Long snapper alert, right? I saw a ECU long snapper got signed.
Could be a division rival of you to the Saints, perhaps. Tony, I believe, did I see the, what do you call it, the headline, the title, whatever, of the C3 Panthers podcast? Was it like Dan Morgan dominates the draft?
Dan Morgan dominates the draft. Panther fans are happy about the draft, and my co-host is ecstatic. And I was thinking about our conversations about 5th round picks and this and that, and while I'm hesitant to be excited about the draft and before players have played any snaps, he did execute nicely, and very excited about who we got and how we got them.
Okay, now, I was about to say, on Panthers.com, you can see the grades. Yeah. I was like, well, if Panthers.com is grading, it could be a little biased, but they're grading from PFF and everything else. We talked about your first-round pick last week. You got the offensive lineman. Beyond that, Tony, let's do this. Let's do some draft superlatives. Who's your favorite pick of this year?
I would say, look, I really like our first-round draft pick because left tackle potential.
It's a need and a want.
Yeah,
you hit it kind of off.
Yeah, that's what I wanted, a need, and his RAS score is a 9.99 for this 6'7" dancing bear. So you mean people are already talking Jordan Gross type player, young, 21, and he's still got a lot of growth and strength to put ahead. I think there's some fun ones to think about. Now, a lot of Panther fans will poo-poo him. Chris Brazzell, from Tennessee, and they're like, "Oh, these Tennessee receivers, they're nothing. They're
one last year.
The scheme." But the guy's 6'4", 200, around 205, 10 pounds, runs a 4.37. Big catch radius. So that's exciting for a third-round pick. Nothing crazy exciting.
You're a sucker for a type of quarterback. I'm a sucker for that tall receiver. Yeah. That would have been my guy. Yeah. I probably would have had a jersey already.
Right. The one that most people are going crazy about is Sam Heck, center. And I would continue to think about our discussion of, do 5th-round picks matter? Well, you know what Dan Morgan did in this draft is he really pushed his 6th-round pick he kind of moved back a few spots strategically in the third round, 5 spots, but then he took his 5th round picks and moved up like 50 spots.
Dang.
And he was able to get a center in Sam Heck from Kansas State who had 0 penalties last year, who gave up 0 sacks, I think, in his career. And he was projected, he thought, when he did his press and things with the Panthers, that they were really thinking he was a day 2 pick. That's the word he was there. He was projected at around 3. So I like to think that our 5th round pick is really a 3rd round quality pick. And then, this was not a sexy draft, what most people would say. And what I found is that, Clip, either you did this to me or I just naturally have gotten old doing sports commentary. And that is like, I think of Dave Gettleman, he's like, football's won with big men. And, we just got, we went and got in the 2nd round, we got Lee Hunter, defensive tackle out of Texas Tech, who is got kind of Derek Brown type vibes to him, and so I like these guys, these big men, and I think that the Panthers did well enough where they didn't overreact. But you can go down the list. They checked off every need. They got a safety from Penn State, who a lot of people like, and his name is, I'm still learning, is Zakee Wheatley from Penn State, like a football looking player from a football pedigree. Will Lee, I like this name, Will Lee the Third. It's just, if you say it fast, it's just Willie the Third.
Willie the Third.
Willie 3. So look, I think the Panthers just did it right up the fairway. If you look at the grades, a lot of people are giving them A's. The lowest you got, we averaged an A-. If you look over the 100 different draft grades. That was some guy put together a spreadsheet of every team for every draft grade that's out there. And so I think it was an A- grade there. The lowest we got was a C from Sports Illustrated. And I think we're in the top 10 of drafts. One cool stat is that they took all the players in the draft where they were ranked and projected, and if did teams reach or get value. And the Panthers were at the top of the entire list by a mile of value for the players. So it looks like they really got guys that didn't fall, but really were not reaching. So that's exciting.
That value thing, man. Like, we got Jermod McCoy, corner from Tennessee, and he was supposed to be like a top 10 pick, but he has cartilage issues in his knee, and they did like a bone plug to fix it. And it's just like, everybody's ranking like top 3 pick of the draft, this, and that. And it's just like, you got to understand that this is the Raiders. This guy's not going to work out. Right. If it was any other team, he'd be the greatest of all time.
I understand.
But I don't know. I'm starting to get to that point where everybody hypes our stuff up, and I'm just like, here we go again.
To your point about boring being good now, Tony, like, I think about the best Washington first-round picks over the last 15 years, and it's been Trent Williams, Brandon Sheriff, you could say Jonathan Allen, Daron Payne, all like linemen, Pro Bowls. There's some all pros in there. So,
and a lot of times they even play interior type positions. Right. So we got a defensive tackle. It's not an edge, And are you going to get a great edge in the 2nd round? But I think you can get a very good guard or or tackle in the 2nd round.
I think you get like a good safety.
Yeah,
boring is good. Well, that's the talk with like Caleb Downs, right? Like, does he separate himself enough to be drafted that high among other safeties?
Well, a lot of the other states is Penn State. We got one from Arizona. It's like Caleb Downs was on national TV every single week. Ohio State's one of the most talked about schools in college football. So these guys kind of fall through the cracks. But I mean, obviously Caleb Downs is better. He was ranked as one of the best players in the draft for a reason. But I don't think there's too much fall off.
Tony, seems to be a lot of, like, I would say optimism. Obviously, you win your division. You really have a competitive playoff game against the Rams. But talking to Jim Szoke the other day, sounds like people are certainly high on the front office with Dan Morgan. They love Dan Morgan. And there's some, we talked about it last week, you want to see more from Dave Canales, but you're okay with him right now.
Yeah, and I think that is where the steadiness is coming we don't really know about Bryce Young yet. I mean, we do and we don't. We know that he's not terrible, but we don't know if he's going to be good or great or somewhere even less than that. Dave Canales still, you don't know if he's good or this. I think we do. He's good enough so far to keep continuing, but it really feels like Dan Morgan has continued to just improve the team to where you're not in a position where it's just like, what the heck are we going to do here? You know, I mean, is that the Panthers didn't have many holes, but they plugged all of them at the same time. It really just feels like he's got a handle on keeping a team at a base form that can then be added a little bit here and there that is going to be competitive.
I'm going to say week 13, Taylon Green makes some plays, and then the Browns win a wild game, and people are talking about him at least for one day. Any quarterbacks other than Mendoza, Simpson, I guess Beck, we talk about him with Evan Cohen. He thinks
Did I
he's
ask
going to
you
start.
or somebody else where it's just like, why not just start Carson Beck? Because, I mean...
when Evan Cohen, and we'll hear it later, said it, I hadn't really thought about it. So, yeah, we hadn't talked about it.
Okay, I must have been with my buddies over the weekend, but it's just like... Jacoby Brissett's holding out for a new contract thinking he's something. We know what he is. You got Gardner Minshew. We know what he is.
Yeah.
If you want a chance at doing anything and seeing what you got, let's throw Carson Beck out there with Jeremiah Love.
So, yeah, any of these other guys, Drew Allard with the Steelers. Who else do the Steelers have?
Will Howard.
Will Howard. Klubnik with the Jets. Hell, if you play for the Jets, you got a chance to start.
Well, they got Geno.
Exactly. So any of these other quarterbacks at all?
Chiefs, right?
I got one for you. Did
he get drafted or picked up?
I think he
Chiefs. Yeah, okay.
I got an undrafted one for the Panthers that is here we go.
Haynes
King.
Oh, damn. From Georgia Tech?
Yeah.
Oh.
And it's like, who's the guy from New Orleans? Taysom Hill. He's our Taysom Hill.
Okay.
I mean, he is a very exciting player. It took Jared a full college football season to realize he was white. Because of
that was hilarious. First week of the season, and I'm alone at the bar watching college football. I text Cliff and Chan. I'm like, he's white?
Taysom Hill. I mean,
he's a player, dude.
Put him on the goal line instead of Bryce. The goal line package.
I don't. Who's his backup? Right? Is it still Andy Dalton?
No. We got Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett and Will Greer.
Yeah, Zach was talking about the Rich Eisen show. Rich was freaking out about 6.5 over under. Kenny Pickett's in the quarterback room. Let's go under.
He played in the Super Bowl, man.
He has the Super Bowl.
He took the last snap of that Super Bowl.
Yeah. Tony, we'll dive into it more as we head on throughout this offseason. But thank you for joining us today, C3 Podcast. Y'all on tonight?
No.
Okay.
Well, maybe. I don't know if
free for all.
If Cody's doing the free for all, but I just want to shout out my Cubs, who are just still a win. I had a 10-win game streak, and our Hurricanes dominate, sweep, and ready to go.
Feel good about the Flyer series?
You have to, but I mean, it is the professional hockey league.
If not now, when?
Yeah.
All these other series are awesome. The Canes, and they were good games, but never trailed.
It's been over for a week.
I know. And all these other series are going to 6, 7. So, all right. Thanks, Tony. See you, buddy. We'll take a break. Come back when we return. Danny Beal joins us on the show. We'll talk Pirate baseball and more after this. All right.
It's time to shack things up at Burrito Shack. Whether you're craving bold burritos, tasty tacos, or crispy nachos, they got the flavor you're looking for. Made from scratch, chef-inspired, fresh Mex cuisine, served up with a side of laid-back beach vibes. Fast, fresh, and totally delicious, Burrito Shack is where flavor meets the coast. Located in the Lowe's Food Shopping Center in Winterville. Quick, crafted, coastal. Burrito Shack.
When it comes to protecting your home, don't gamble with just any roofer. Trust the pros at the Boone Group Roofing. Locally owned by Toot Boone, they've been serving all of Eastern North Carolina with honest, high-quality roofing you can count on. They offer no money down, and every job is backed by a 5-year workmanship warranty because your roof should be done right the first time. Don't wait. Call today at 252-714-0021. For a roof that's built to last and service you can trust, the Boone Group Roofing is on top of their game.
The Toot Boone Boogie!
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kids Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Looking for a night out that's a little different? At Encino Mexican Steakhouse, bold Mexican flavors meet premium steakhouse tradition. Sink your knife into perfectly cooked, hand-cut steaks. Savor rich, authentic dishes inspired by Mexican culinary heritage and pair it all with a handcrafted cocktail. Encino Mexican Steakhouse, where Mexican flavor meets steakhouse perfection. On Memorial Drive in Greenville or online at encinorestaurant.com.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
Hey everybody, this is David Glenn, and you're listening to my favorite station in Eastern North Carolina, Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Foundation. At Unshakable Builders, they don't just build houses, they build trust. From blueprints to keys, their expert team is with you every step of the way. You dream it, they build it. Visit unshakablebuilders.com to start your journey home the right way. Unshakable Builders, built on a solid foundation. Now back to the show. Here's Clip.
All right, great read, Wes.
Thank you.
Sponsor will be happy with that one. I love this video. I don't know who put this out. Somebody's watching us on the river, rolling on the river. So they've got Pirate Radio Live pulled up, and in the background, the beautiful river scenery, and they put the video up.
Very nice.
But I like that the clip they used in the video is...
His brother Jerry Van Dyke, who's on coach.
is us talking about Dick and Jerry Van Dyke, which we are your radio home for all the Van Dykes.
Yes, absolutely. Good Lord, Tony likes this thing high as hell.
And Andy Van Slyke, former Pittsburgh Pirates outfielder.
Yes.
Speaking of baseball, what a segue. We will now talk to Danny Beal, our guy, former Pirate pitcher. That's Danny Beal's music. He talked to us a couple hours ago, and we talked Pirates and Boston sports. Always find themselves in the news, good, bad, ugly. And here is that conversation. Joining us on Pirate Radio Live, our buddy DB, Danny Beal, back with us. What's up, Danny?
What's up, guys? How's it going?
Going great, man. Good to talk to you. First things first, You been hanging out with Corey Glore?
Yeah. I was gonna mention that. We're in the middle or the back half, I guess, of a 2-week homestand, and I saw some guys in some Tulane shirts walking by when I was working last night, and I was like, "Is that Corey? No way!" And I was like, "I'm not going to go up and run up to him and it not be Corey, and it'd be really awkward." So I waited for him to get closer, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's Corey!" So let me surprise him. I went up to him, tapped him on the shoulder, gave him a big hug. Obviously, they're playing Charlotte this weekend, and it was so cool to catch up with him and talk to him for a while, meet the guys he was with. I have a lot of respect for that guy and what he does. So it was awesome to see him last night.
That's cool, man. And that would have been weird. What if it was a guy with like a really high pitched voice? Like, hey, man, who are you?
Could you imagine? And it's just like complete opposite of Corey. Instead of, hey, Danny, it's, hey, Danny. It was just, yeah, it was very cool to see him.
A really positive, bright outlook guy on life with a high pitched voice instead of Corey. Awesome voice, very negative guy. Just kidding.
He is a Bucks fan. What do you expect out of him?
That's true. We'll talk about your Celtics in a moment. I don't know. Have we talked about on the air what you're doing right now, Danny, at all? You talked about your training, but how about with the Charlotte team?
Yeah, briefly. I am working with the Charlotte Knights. I think we probably talked about it closer when I initially started, but I'm working with the AAA team here in Charlotte. We moved here. Holly and I did right after New Year's. And it's been a blast. Being able to show up to a AAA park every day as your office is a blast. And like I was telling you before we went on, like playing the Braves this week, so I get to see Sean Murphy play all week, and we just missed Strider, but a couple other former big leaguers on our roster and on their roster. Shane Smith, who was the White Sox opening day starter, pitched last night as well. So it's been cool, and it's been a blast to see big leaguers play at such a nice park.
I guess the Asian fella that's hitting all the home runs for the White Sox, he never played for the Charlotte team, did he?
No, I wish. He got paid way too much money to come to Charlotte and play in AAA, but he's going up. They're a game and a half out of first. They're playing good.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool story to follow right now. And like Jared said the other day, I got to learn how to say his name properly. That's disrespectful that I don't know his name, but he might be a household name soon, like Shohei Ohtani, if he keeps hitting the way he is. Danny, Pirates on the road to Memphis, East Carolina, blown out by NC State twice this year. You hate to see that, but Pirates coming off a sweep in conference and tied for first in the American right now. So still sitting in a good spot here as we play out the final few weekends.
Yeah, they'll be in good shape. I think their main focus needs to be on conference for sure. Obviously, you want to win every game you play, but the fact that they're tied for first in a good spot in the American right now means that they've played well and it matters. And I think it's as it always is when you go on the road at some of these places in conference, you got to create your own energy. And I think having them knowing what's on the line in terms of being able to win a conference championship in the regular season is important, and they need to be able to take care of business this weekend.
Danny, we saw Sean Jenkins leave the game after like 12 pitches Tuesday, and I mean we've seen Gavin Van Kempen, Colby Weber, other pitchers go down, not even just at ECU, just throughout baseball. What's the deal with the uptick in arm injuries with these pitchers?
I think you kind of saw it start a few years ago in the bigs where, I mean, in the big leagues, it was a little bit different where like the balls got slicker, and to be able to keep up and keep pace and keep your job essentially in the big leagues, you need to be able to spin it better, throw harder. And when you're doing that, you're going to create more tension on the muscles that you recruit in your arm, and then you're just going to get hurt. It's kind of evident and inevitable essentially with pitchers these days as you get older, and especially as you get higher into the ranks where you have to be able to throw hard. I was talking to somebody at the game the other day here, and I was talking about how, like, I mean, it used to be 10 years ago, you know, one guy threw 100 and it was Aroldis Chapman. Now you have guys that you've never even heard of coming out of bullpens, and they're all throwing 100 with insane vertical break. And it's having to keep up with the times. And I think the way that folks train sometimes, not at ECU, I'm just saying in general, you know, kind of promotes that, hey, you need to throw hard because you need to be able to keep up with the times. And that kind of, you know, it creates injuries within itself just by training how hard you have to. So I think that kind of goes into kids' minds, and when they have to figure out how to throw hard, they train a certain way. And like I said, pitchers' injuries are inevitable no matter where you are or what stage you are in your career.
Braves have this young kid, no Diddy, Didier Fuentes, I believe is how you say his name, and he's a spot starter, reliever, came in the other night throwing 99. I'm like, just a guy out of the bullpen, just chunking 99 easily. So
yeah.
That's the way it is now. Danny, I got to imagine Memphis is one of the spots where you have to create your own energy. I'm looking at the weather, and this weekend, high of 66 today, low 48, and pretty similar to that Saturday and Sunday. So, not great weather. I got to imagine fans aren't fired up to go to the old yard to watch Memphis baseball. So, what's it like playing on the road at Memphis?
I think since we played there last, actually no, I think they did. They had already redone their field by the time we played there last in 24. But no, I mean it's to win a conference championship in any conference, you have to win games that are tough environments. Like whether it's you playing in the SEC and there's 10,000 people there, or you're playing in the MAC where there's 10 people there. It doesn't really matter. Like if you want to host regionals, host super regionals, go to the College World Series, you have to win games that aren't ideal conditions, no matter whether it's weather, environment, like I said, or whatever the case may be. So they've been through it in terms of a coaching staff, obviously former players and coaches that have done it at a very high level, and they'll have the guys ready to go. But as I said, like I think you kind of see it in the media when you guys interview players after games, after wins and stuff. Like they're a pretty tight knit group, and they like to joke around a lot. Like Sabater doing that interview with like the helmet on, like it's just so random. But I think it loosens up the locker room and the clubhouse a little bit. So I think it's important for them to understand that, and they're together. I mean, they know what's at stake. So I think they'll come out firing this weekend. There's no doubt.
A little before y'all's time, do you remember the Heisman Trophy winning running back who did interviews with his football helmet on because he had anxiety?
No, but that's really funny. I do not know that.
Ricky Williams did that.
Ricky Williams did interviews with his helmet on?
Yeah.
He also did other things because of his anxiety, I believe.
Yeah. Maybe if he'd had a little of that, he would have taken the helmet off and
run, Ricky, run.
Danny Beal joining us. Danny, Boston sports are in the headlines all the time, and sometimes on the field, sometimes off the field, and we got a great mix of both happening right now. I guess we'll start on the field, court, whatever. Let's go Celtics. How surprised are you that this series is still going on with the Sixers?
Yeah, you can pick a team right now, and there's bad juju all around it. It's kind of annoying, to be quite frank, because there's always something to talk about with these four teams. But yeah, no, you're spot on. I don't know why we're still playing this series right now. I don't understand why we just decide to not show up on some nights. I feel like it's more often than not. I mean, I saw a stat last night that Noah Eagle was talking about. Every single game this series has been won by an average of 20 points. So it's like you just either show up and blow them out, or you don't show up and they make every shot. Like Paul George looked like 2015 Pacers Paul George last night. Like it's frustrating to watch sometimes where you're riding the roller coaster, and I get you're playing good teams at the playoffs. Everybody's good, but it was very annoying. It's annoying is like such a childish word, but it is. Like it's just frustrating, and hopefully. I saw Shams this morning say that Tatum's going to play tomorrow, but I do think that this will be a Game 7 where the Celtics just win by 30. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I do think that they'll take care of business tomorrow and just put an end to this little run that the Sixers are going on.
Jared, real quick, Cousin Sal, right, with Bill Simmons?
Yeah.
He's doing something. I need to look into it, but it's like the minus 9.5 challenge. I think he might be taking both sides 9.5.
Great play.
And just it pays that, if you win, it's going to cover your loss. But there's so many blowouts, and tonight I guess will be a good example of it because the lines are 4.5, 4.5, 3.5. And if you just take 9.5 in all the games, I don't know. I need to look into it more. But he's been doing it and tweeting about it and raking in money. And it just speaks to what Danny's talking about with all the blowouts. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's fine. It's just with the Celtics, it's kind of infuriating because you kind of write them off. No Tatum this season. They call it a gap year. They win 50-plus games. Their bench is phenomenal. But then when you get to the playoffs, Joe Mazzulla's just kind of abandoned the bench mob.
Yeah, I don't. Some of his. I mean, I'm always going to trust Joe. He's kind of gotten into my Belichick area in terms of like he makes decisions that make no sense to me, but I'm going to trust him because he's that like smart and intelligent in the game of basketball. But some of his rotation movements, I just don't understand. Like Vucevic playing, like I get Keita gets into foul trouble so fast, but Vucevic playing more minutes than Keita makes no sense. He hasn't played well since we traded Simons for him. There are some questions that I fear may come back to hurt us. But like I said, the problem is if we win, we play the Knicks, and the Knicks are built to beat the Celtics. So it is going to be a tough road to get to the finals for sure if they keep playing well.
That's one thing I don't want to. I don't care who wins. I mean, I hate Boston sports, but like one thing I just don't want to see tomorrow is Nikola Vucevic.
He's so bad, dude. It's so frustrating. Like,
Are we talking
Simon,
about the old Magic Center?
Yeah,
That guy?
yeah.
Okay.
He's god awful.
Yeah.
He's
So,
old.
like-
I mean, he used to have something,
Yeah.
but he's just
we
he can't play him.
when Horford left, we needed a backup, or not even a backup center, a starting center, because Kata wasn't a starting center. But Kata has really played well this year, played way beyond his potential. And not to get too deep in the Celtics, 'cause I'm sure everybody listening to this really cares about Boston Celtics. But we needed a better center than Kata, and we traded a good guard, which was going to be inevitable anyway because of the way he was playing. But Vucevic is just not good, man.
Remember during the bubble between Joker, Vucevic, and my buddy from Portland, the center, who was that with Lillard?
Aldridge?
No.
Valanciunas?
No.
Myers Leonard?
No.
Myers Leonard. Wow, what a pull.
Foreign guy. Played with Dame all those years in Portland. Anyway, I said the Hornets need to send a scout to Eastern Europe, like the worst weather country you can find, and bring me one of these dudes.
Nick Cronin said that the other day. I want like the most vodka drinking Russian you can find that's 7'3" and come to freaking UCLA.
I gotta find out the guy's name now. Danny, we talked about the Celtics. You're kind of surprised the series is still going. Are you surprised in the other way that the Bruins series, they're still alive? And I just say that because I'm doing sports trivia. There's some Bruins fans. They talk about how bad the team is, yet they, playing Game 6 at home tonight.
Yeah, that's another thing that they're 3-11 or 3-10 in their last 13 or 14 home games since they won the President's Trophy in 23 at home, and it's just it. I love hockey. I've gotten into hockey this year more. I enjoy watching hockey more than any other sport right now, and that's probably mostly because the Red Sox stink. But it is so much fun to watch when they play well and play a complete game. Like Pasta scoring that overtime goal the other night was so much fun to watch. There's nothing more stressful in sports than overtime hockey, by the way, because it can end at any second. It is painful. But yeah, I am surprised. I thought that after they won Game 2 in Buffalo that it would have been a better showing at home. But like I said, they stink at home. So hopefully they can kind of put together a game tonight, and anything can happen in Game 7, especially in hockey. So I think they just need to, again, it was Sturm is a first-year coach, and he's going up against Lindy Ruff, who's been around for a billion years. So it's going to be interesting to see the lines he makes. I know he sat Arvidsson last last game. So it's going to be interesting to see the lines he has. But I love hockey, dude. I've watched more hockey than NBA playoff basketball this year, so it's always fun when your team's in it.
And by the way, I think this guy played for the Hornets last year or 2 years ago. I'm talking about Nurkic.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
Joseph,
I used to love Nurk.
Joseph. Yeah, little Nurk.
All right, let's go off the field now, Danny. How surprised were you that the Red Sox got rid of their entire organization, and that includes Alex Cora? Also, this one hurt me. I'm not even a Boston fan, but the way the Ruffin McNeil thing went down here at ECU, I'm almost anti hiring alums at this point because it ends so badly. But seeing Jason Varitek's name there kind of hurt me. I'm sure it did you.
Yeah, I could talk for hours on this, so I'm going to try to keep it short-winded. But Craig Breslow is doing what he's not known to do, but told to do in terms of, hey, this hasn't worked so far. You built this roster, and they're not very good. And it is on you now to fix this. And he fired all of the guys that he hasn't brought in. So before he got here, Cora was here, Varitek was here, Ramon Vasquez, the bench coach was here, Kyle Hudson was here, all these guys. And he got rid of all of them. The only guys left were guys that work for Driveline Baseball, who the organization hired from within, and Andrew Bailey, who was the pitching coach, who they got from the Giants. And you have seen it this year. Like Crochet just went on the IL because his release height on his arm angle has gotten a little bit higher, and that kind of promotes shoulder impingement and shoulder injuries. So that's why he went on the IL. And you see stuff like this where we're having to promote guy like the AA managers now, the third base coach, the AAA managers now, the manager, and it's like there's just no direction, no plan for where they want to go and what they want to do. And I fear that John Henry hasn't came out and spoken to the media since 2021 when they last made the playoffs before last year. And I think they're just kind of not hiding, but not being out really and open and honest. John Henry and Fenway Sports Group owns Liverpool. Liverpool did what soccer fans do and pulled out like a big tarp with John Henry's face on it that said like, sell the team, like you're raising ticket prices. This is miserable. And I was like, could you imagine if they did that like in the bleachers at Fenway?
Oh,
like it'd be all over the news, and it's just
drape
like,
it over the monster. Somebody like
yeah,
drapes
exactly.
it over.
Like, it's crazy. So it's like, and he owns the Globe, the Boston Globe. John Henry does.
Man.
So they're never going to say anything bad about him in the Boston Globe, and they're always. I am very excited to see the hit piece that comes out on Cora, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that comes out that is going to paint him like the bad guy when it's the exact opposite. I love Alex Cora. He did a lot for Boston and for that organization, as did Veritek. I mean, it's a disgrace to be a Red Sox fan right now because of the way they are handling the situation, the way they've treated the Red Sox these last few years. It is not a fun time to be a Red Sox fan.
All right, and we need to go, so we're not going to dive into this too deep. But let me just, I'll ask it this way. Like, if it's minus like 500 that Mike Vrabel is the coach week 1 for the Patriots, or plus 350 or whatever that he's not, like, would any part of you put a little bit on the plus side just because? And the only way that would happen if stuff keeps coming out, like if the pressure gets too much. I don't think they're going to fire him, but is there any way he says, you know what, my family can't take this anymore, I'm stepping down?
No, because not like, this sounds bad, but like, let's call a spade a spade. Like, Robert Kraft hasn't been the most cleanliest guy in the past too. So it's like they had a season ticket member event the other day, and Vrabel got a standing ovation.
Okay,
so
that's that was gross. Let's be honest. What are we doing, people?
I agree. They're just trying to stand by their guy, but it's like he's so very clearly in the wrong. And Brucini and his PR team did a horrible job trying to manage the situation. And
yeah, true.
Don't get me wrong, Vrabel's a great coach, and he's done a great job, but it's just a tough look. He's not going anywhere. I think they're just going to try to like sweep it under the rug and hope people forget about it eventually. Yeah. But it is a tough look.
Well, the good news, I mean, there will be a new scandal, new stories. So don't worry about that. The problem is if photos of him keep coming out, because I feel like there's a little bit more on that iceberg under the water. But
guys like Rashee Rice must be enjoying themselves. It's like, hey, nobody's talking about me almost killing a family in a highway race. Nobody's talking about my woman beating allegations. Amazing.
Ruben Bain. Same thing.
Yeah, there's always a new story out there. So, Danny, great stuff, man. Appreciate you joining us as always, and we'll check in with you again soon, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, guys. I'm gonna go watch Hagen Smith throw a bullpen real quick, so I'm in good shape. So, thanks for having me on, guys. Miss you guys.
DB, Danny Beal, joining us on Pirate Radio Live. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Mike Maniscalco joins us to preview round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, Hurricanes and Flyers. We're back with you, Pirate Radio Live, after this.
Ready to take the road less traveled? This April, get behind the wheel of a new 2026 Subaru Forester base at Capital Subaru of Greenville. Lease it for $269 a month for 36 months. That's all happening right now at Capital Subaru of Greenville, off Memorial Drive, or online at capitalofgreenville.com. Capital Subaru of Greenville, a proud official partner of the ECU Pirates. Price does not include licensing costs or registration fees. See dealer for details. Offer expires April 30th, 2026.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar Medi-Spa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule an appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children.
Hey everybody, this is Parker Bird. Visit our friends at Children's Health Services on Arlington Boulevard on 10th Street and at childrenshealthservices.org. Go Pirates.
The new Papa John's oven toasted sandwiches are here. Try the Philly cheesesteak, chicken bacon ranch, and steak and mushroom starting at just $7.99. Chef-crafted oven toasted sandwiches filled with fresh toppings, melty sharp cheese, and savory sauces on ciabatta bread, brushed with special garlic sauce, and toasted. Available for pickup or delivery. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards and start earning points for your favorite menu items. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Attention, Eastern Carolina. 360 Golf Carts just received a massive delivery of 40 new golf carts, and they're going fast. Right now, owner Brian Harris is celebrating with a special sale event, giving you the chance to upgrade and save big on your next ride. But hurry, with 40 carts and the best prices, they won't last long. 360 Golf Carts on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. Proud part of Pirates supporting Pirates.
It doesn't matter if you're running drills at the park, playing pickup on a Saturday, or sinking the final putt. When you compete with your friends with Michelob Ultra on the line, competition isn't that friendly. The trash talk, next level, and the stakes, oh, those are crystal clear. With only 95 calories and superior smooth taste, it's the ultimate trophy. Superior is worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025, Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's bow time. Remember those bologna biscuits you grew up on? Well, they're back and better than ever at Bojangles. Bite into a Southern tradition with our new fried bologna biscuit. It's a thick slice of savory bologna seared and served hot off the griddle on a made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuit. And right now, you can get 2 of them for just $5. But hurry in. This deal is only available for a limited time, only at Bojangles. It's bow time.
This is Chandler Honeycutt from Pirate Radio Live, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. The Pirate Radio app is available now, powered by Carolina Caliber. Download the app today and have Pirate Radio at your fingertips. Now, back to the show.
Michael's and Gateway Family and Cosmetic Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. Their mission is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Visit them at 2330 Hemby Lane in Greenville or call 752-1600. Now back to the show. Here's Clip.
All right, it's a West Hines Friday. One of my first radio jobs was running the board hopping for Carolina Hurricanes hockey.
Yes.
With Chuck Caton on the call, the great Chuck Caton back in the day. And I remember doing I was running the board when the Canes played the Red Wings in the Stanley Cup, and that game that went to all those OTs, and boy, that was a late night at the old Farmville office, Wes.
Yes,
back in the
sir,
day.
I remember.
Now, the voice of the Canes is the great Mike Maniscalco, and he joins us on the Turner Home Team live line to get you ready for round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. Mike, great to have you back. How you doing, man?
Good to be back, Clip. Ready for round 2 to get underway here.
A couple of things before we look at Canes Flyers. First of all, Mike, so as a Hornets fan, I was bummed out that there was no Eric Collins and Dale Curry local team on the call for the play-in games. So I went into the Stanley Cup playoffs, and I was watching the national broadcast, and shame on me for forgetting that you and Tripp were on the TV call. I pulled up my FanDuel Sports Network and watched you guys game 2 and beyond. That will not be the case moving forward, but still on radio, right? 99.9 The Fan. I know you can pull that up on the app as well.
Yeah, that is correct. We're radio only all the way through, but shame on you. First round. It's always regional for us here, Clip. I mean, I can lead you to the water. I can make you drink it, my friend.
Well, I did have some complaints about the national broadcast, so I was very happy that I did at least remember for games 2, 3, and 4 to listen to Mike and Tripp, and I will be doing that the rest of the way during these playoffs. So, Mike, very interesting first round because the Canes never trailed. Obviously, they swept, but there were close games. There were definitely tense moments. So how would you kind of describe? I mean, on paper, it looked easy, but the games necessarily weren't that easy.
Well, remember a couple of years ago in the Eastern Conference Finals when Carolina got swept out by Florida, and Rod Brindamore made a comment that everybody ran with, going, it's a sweep, but it really wasn't. And there were clearly that one you were talking about, the long overtime game against the Detroit Red Wings in the Stanley Cup Final. Vis-a-vis, there's my Chuck Caton for you. With what happened this year, it's, Ottawa's going to tell you, yeah, the Canes won that series 4-0, but we were there. And that was kind of how that series played out. Ottawa's a good team, and for Carolina to handle their business the way that they did, to not trail a single solitary second in those 4 games, just speaks to how good this team is right now, Clip. So, yeah, there were tense moments, and, there was a lot of feistiness from Ottawa trying to get the Canes off of their game. And one of the knocks that Carolina's had the last few years is how do they respond to when a team tries to get into the gutter or play that kind of way. Yeah. Well, the Canes had the response, and they moved on in 4 games, and now they get the Philadelphia Flyers here in the second round. And Philly, it might be the same way, but Carolina might win this series. They might win it in 4, might win it in 5, but it's going to be a tough series, however you look at it.
And real quick, it's been talked about, and we're about a week removed, but I asked David Glenn about it. He's more of a hockey guy than I am, and you certainly are, Mike. But that Saturday, Game 4, I asked DG, I'll ask you the same question, was that, hey, that's just hockey, or did it go a little over the top with the ugliness that we saw?
It went a little bit over for me because Ottawa started going and chasing around hits that weren't there. Meaning going after guys up high, not things in the context of the game. The funny thing was I did not have that big of a problem with the Tyler Clevin hit on Alexander Nikishin, other than the puck, I think, was gone a little bit longer for that kind of hit, but the hit itself was squaring through the body. But the Ridley Gregg stuff where he's jumping in and hits Sean Walker when Sean Walker's engaged with another player, that's garbage. There's no place in the league for that or anywhere at all. Just a couple of things that took it past, hey, this is playoff intensity hockey, to, this is a team that kind of knows that their season's ending, so they want to pound of flesh for it. And that's the stuff that, it's hard. It's hard for the 4 officials on the ice, the 2 referees and the 2 linesmen, to catch everything, especially. And I'm not calling Ottawa a dirty team. I'm just saying that they did some things that it crossed the line from hard-nosed playoff hockey, or that's what you expect to. Now you're trying to do stuff which is over the line, and they did their best to adjudicate it. And if you're the Canes, you move on because they did do the right thing. They pushed back when they needed to, and they pulled away when they had to. So it shows you the restraint that this team has learned over the last few years.
Mike Maniscalco joining us. It's Canes and Flyers. Game 1 coming up Saturday night at 8 o'clock in Raleigh. And I look at lines, Mike, and I talked about this with Wade Minter, actually. The Canes were like minus 140 money line the first couple of games. I thought it would be a little higher, being the Canes, number 1 in the East and at home and all that. I get that it's playoff hockey. And Wade said, that nationally the Canes are looked down upon, but or maybe not looked at as a team that is as good as they actually are. And I bring that up. I see that the Canes are overwhelming favorites. Game 1 in the Flyers series, minus 220, which is a big difference from the minus 140 we saw Game 1 in Series 1. So are the Flyers that much worse than Ottawa? Is it more respect for Carolina after what they did? What do you think of that, Mike?
Well, no disrespect to Wade Minter, but I'm about to disrespect Wade Minter. You and I and everybody out there knows who's ever placed a wager on sports. What is the ultimate thing that the gaming, what do they want to go to? The gaming site, the casino, the sports book, what do they want? They want to get as much money on the game as humanly possible. And they know that people in Canada are going to bet on the Senators if they feel they're getting a good rate on that versus people betting on the Carolina Hurricanes. So they did not want to create such a huge number and make the Canes like a minus 250 favorite against Ottawa in that. And Ottawa played really well down the stretch. Same with Philadelphia. Philadelphia's played well down the stretch to get in there. But, people were talking about Ottawa as like, this might be the 3rd best team in the Eastern Conference, and they're really good. But if anybody is going to use a line and say that's disrespect, No offense, Wade. That's not disrespect. Disrespect is people going, oh, they have a team in Carolina? That's cute. That's disrespect. No, gambling lines, Clip, are always, how can we get as much money on these games as humanly possible? So I never looked at like, when people try to say, oh, the Vegas odds, they say they're a long shot. They're just trying to get as much money on these teams as possible. So that's how I looked at that. As far as this one goes, Philadelphia doesn't have the star power or some of the elite players that Ottawa has, but Philadelphia is a pretty darn good play. They're a darn good team when you look at how they play. They play a lot like the Canes, where they keep coming at you. They just don't have the talent of the Carolina Hurricanes. So that's why how the Canes dispatched of Ottawa. Philadelphia, they jumped out to that 3-0 lead on Pittsburgh, and then it had to go to a Game 6. They're just trying to create a good betting space here. That's what it came from. So I'm sorry, Wade. Say the goals. Do not say that betting lines are a show of disrespect. Betting lines are show me the money every time.
Talking to Vegas Mike Maniscalco today on the show. I like that.
I don't know. I don't really wager or want to talk to you
right.
about the vig and the juice is running right now.
No, you're all over it. Mike, the health of this team, obviously with the physicality and some of the ugliness we talked about, how are the Canes health-wise heading into tomorrow night?
Oh, the good thing about having this long break, Nikolai Ehlers, who didn't play in Game 4, practiced and fully participated today, and Alexander Nikishin, who suffered that concussion in Game number 4, he was out of the non-contact jersey. He was a regular participant in practice today. So one guy was held out, and that was Will Carrier, just because you can hold out a player right now, and they've been practicing hard. So, if somebody doesn't feel right, you don't have to let them practice this time of year. But as much as you can be healthy, Clip, at this point of the season for a professional hockey team, the Canes are as healthy as they can be.
Mike, Bussy was the hero earlier in the year, and now the fan favorite is once again the Freddie chants. Freddie. Have you seen this before? Is this nothing new for hockey, or how about one hero early in the year, the other guy kind of taking over here in the playoffs for one team?
You can take a look at it. It happened with the Carolina Hurricanes when they won the Stanley Cup in 2006. It was, Marty Gerber was the goalie in the regular season, and then Cam Ward started to assert himself a little bit more, and then in the playoffs it was Cam Ward. In this situation, this instance, Clip, it's just Frederik Andersen has the playoff cachet. Brandon Bussy has not played a single second of postseason hockey, and Tripp Tracy and I were talking about this a lot, and Tripp made the very good point of it is much easier to start the veteran and go to a rookie or a guy who doesn't have the experience to say, okay, come in, because the pressure's then off of that guy versus, okay, Brandon, it's your net, and if it doesn't work, now we got to go to the veteran guy. So you just start with that, but you lean on the experience. And no, this has happened before. Like I could cite a couple other teams where they had somebody come in and really, steal the crease and do a great job. But, you have a steadier influence. You have a more veteran presence that you lean on, and you kind of defer to that in a game. And then, take a look. The proof's in the pudding. Frederik Andersen was the right guy to start against the Ottawa Senators with how he played and how they got through Ottawa. And again, that's if you look at Brandon Bussy. I think Brandon Bussy's good to go. I just think that was a really smart job by Paul Schoenfelder, the goaltending coach, and Rod Brind'Amour, the coaching staff, to, all right, what would be the best option? How, if it goes this way, what's going to give us the best chance? They go over all of those details, Clip, and I think that goaltending was the one that they discussed the most and really came to the point of, let's start the veteran, and then if we need to go to Brandon, it's less pressure on him, because if you're going to him, maybe the series isn't going down the road the way that you wanted it to.
Mike Maniscalco joining us, and it was hard for me to believe. David Glenn brought it up the other day, Mike. First playoff game between the Flyers and the Canes will be happening Saturday night.
Who's David cheering for? He's a Philly guy.
He said he's been in North Carolina 30 years. He's Canes. That's what he told me.
Okay. All right, DG. Okay.
That's what he told me. Well, I don't know.
We'll see who wins the series.
See any orange socks on at the rink, I'm going to call it shenanigans.
Mike, have a great call, man, and thank you so much for joining us, and I hope this is a long playoff journey for you and Tripp.
Well, you and me both, Clip, and we'll see if there's a next round, an Eastern Conference Final. you know how to get in touch with me. I'll talk to you about that, and I'll make sure that David's not wearing orange socks.
Appreciate you, man. See you, Mike.
You got it.
All right, Mike Maniscalco joining us. Man, it is a blast listening to him and Trip Tracy call a hockey game. That they are professional announcers, but also fans of the game, and then love the Canes as well. So it's I'll be tuned into them. I'm gonna go old school and listen to them and watch the game on television.
I might do that. I got a boom box.
Yeah,
just get the antenna out, go to 99.9.
Yeah, and love them on the call. And man, really looking forward. That place is going to be nuts coming up. I need to ask, which Blake Harrell probably wouldn't spill the beans, but got to get Blake Harrell sounding the siren.
Yeah,
he did it last postseason, and they won. I need to get him back there again.
I saw Carson Hocevar practicing, cranking a siren. Maybe see him.
All right.
Not tomorrow because they got a race Sunday, but
but moving forward. Let's take a break. Phelps Chevrolet could be coming up very shortly, folks. Thank you, Wes.
That was my fault.
Oh, okay. I was thinking
I will take the blame on that one.
I thought it was my bad.
You know what? We're going to take it as a team, Wes. I promise Evan Cohen joins us this time for real when we return. Pirate Radio Live on a Friday. Back with you after this.
Phelps Chevrolet is the dealer to see for a car or a truck or an SUV. The best service and quality. That's the Phelps guarantee. Phelps Chevrolet, the name you can trust. Phelps Chevrolet, you can count on us. The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you on.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you. Humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsey Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
I'm Sam Jones, and for more than 3 generations, my folks have kept the fires burning for Eastern North Carolina Whole Hog Barbecue. At Sam Jones, you'll find our smokehouse pumping out wood-fired meats, cooked fresh every single day. There are no freezers at our place. Everything, and we mean everything, is made fresh daily, including our sides, sweets, and sauces. Stop in and see us, and I bet you'll be able to taste our passion in just one bite. At Sam Jones Barbecue, you'll find plenty of smoke, but no mirrors.
Hey Pirate Nation, Frank Etheridge here with First Flight Credit Union. Ready to save money on your current automobile loan? Right now, our road to savings couldn't be faster. At First Flight, we're making borrowing easy with our limited time auto refinance promotion. Apply today at one of our branches located in Greenville, Newbern, Havelock, Morehead City, and Cary to see how one of our experienced lenders can beat your current auto loan rate by 0.5%. All local residents are membership eligible. Terms and conditions do apply. First Flight is insured by the NCUA and an equal housing lender. Go Pirates.
The time to
to save is now during the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture. After 89 years in business, they're closing their doors forever. Now, additional discounts have been taken on all remaining Serta mattresses. Every Serta mattress in every size and comfort level, all priced to sell immediately. You'll never ever see Serta mattresses at such drastically low prices again. Hurry to the massive store closing liquidation at Bostic Sugg Furniture, 2115 East Fire Tower Road in Greenville. See store for details.
Get ready, because Honda has equipped the 2026 CB750 Hornet with the E-Clutch, delivering stall-free starts in traffic and full-power quick shifts up and down when you want to wake it up. A torquey 755cc parallel twin delivers arm-stretching acceleration with Street Fighter style built to stand out. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville, and experience the 2026 Honda CB750 Hornet E-Clutch. For your safety, read the owner's manual and always wear a helmet and night protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, W224EI Greenville, WDLX Washington, and W281CH Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has one of the biggest used car inventories in eastern North Carolina. Shop online today at eastcarolinachryslerDodgeJeep.com. Let's try that again. eastcarolinachryslerDodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. Go Pirates. Here's Clip.
And there was Wes. Jerry says, I appreciate the accountability from Wes from last segment. Any comment?
That's all I can do is take the heat.
Yeah, and that's why you're a stand-up guy, Wesley Hines. All right, appreciate Mike Maniscalco joining us. We'll talk some more Canes hockey with A-Harp, Alex Harper, later on in the hour. Tried to talk a little Canes hockey with Evan Cohen, but it didn't quite work out, and you'll hear why right now as we talk to Evan Cohen, who you can hear every morning on Pirate Radio, on ESPN Radio. Watch him on TV as well. He joined Jared and I earlier today. Here's that conversation. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, very happy to have Evan Cohen back on the show with us. You can hear him mornings here on Pirate Radio. Evan, great to have you back. How you doing, man?
Always good to be on Pirate Radio. I got all the gear. Pirate Radio, it's at the office. I love it. We did a whole video for it, so we are very appreciative of Unsportsmanlike of Pirate Radio.
Love to see the unboxing there, and
that was good. That was an enormous box, and shout out to everybody there. But it was like an enormous box, and then you had all the triple XL stuff for Canty, and we're just like drafting who's getting what. So it was awesome, and we appreciate it.
Good stuff. Evan, want to hit on as many things as we can today during this segment. And let's start local national. We'll talk NHL playoffs because the Carolina Hurricanes were the first team to advance to the second round. Finally found out when they would be playing. I don't know. It's weird to me that they announce the game like 48 hours, less than 48 hours in advance. Canes fans found out that they'll be playing Saturday night against the Flyers, but a lot of great series going on in round one. Evan, Canes played some good games, some tight games, but dominated, never trailed in their series against the Senators. How do you look at Carolina right now in the Eastern Conference and their chances to advance to the Stanley Cup final?
Well, you know what? I always tell radio hosts that are up and coming, when you don't know something, ask a question to someone who does. So I don't know. I'm not getting so what we have done on our show is we were at the draft last week. We've been all in on the NBA playoffs, and I have never been a huge hockey guy. And I'm not anti-hockey. You know, my first job out of college, or one of my first two jobs out of college, was actually covering the University of Wisconsin hockey team. But I've never regularly covered an NHL team. When I lived in Florida, I was around the Panthers when they were terrible. And of course, they win 2 Stanley Cups and go to the Stanley Cup 3 times in a row after I leave, of course, maybe because I leave. So we've talked about the Flyers a little bit because they got that guy who was in college this year that then is in the NHL like a minute later. We, of course, have talked about Gritty, the mascot. We have to. But this is the first time I think I've talked about the Carolina Hurricanes in 2026. So you have to tell me. I'm not going to say that I know anything that I don't. I'm not going to lie.
First of all, that's why I asked you, because I'm not a huge hockey guy. I'm a Canes bandwagon fan. But I love your answer. I mean, we try to be pretty authentic here, and if we know something, we talk about it. If not, we bring people on to talk about it. So how about this? We got Mike Maniscalco, voice of the Canes, coming up later on in the show. I'll ask him, and we'll move on from this.
No, it's fine. We can talk about hockey. You're not going to get good answers from me, and I will not lie to the great Pirate Radio audience.
I love it. Well, let's talk about the association then. And I haven't had as many good games, I think, in the NBA playoffs as we've had the Stanley Cup playoffs. And then what the hell was that last night with the Knicks blowing out the Atlanta Hawks? Evan, look, as a Hornets fan, we every play-in game we're in on the road, we lose by 30+, so we've seen that before. But to be in a competitive series like this and see that last night was crazy.
Wild. And that's so fascinating. And I want to point this out because I've been saying this for weeks now, and it's bothered me. The Atlanta Hawks asked for that last night. Let me take people back, final day of the regular season in the NBA. And the Atlanta Hawks are playing at the Miami Heat. That's the team that I root for that lost to your team in the Charlotte Hornets. And they were playing at the Miami Heat. They decided not to play their regulars because they thought, whatever, the way that the schedule was going to work out, we'll end up in a 3-way tie and we'll end up as the 5 seed and play the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, it didn't end up in a 3-way tie. Things didn't go the way that they thought it was going to go. They lost the game and they ended up as a 6 seed. Just to be clear, if they would have played their starters, I would bet, and it's against my team, but I would bet they would have won that game. And they would have been then the 5 seed and played the Cavs. Instead, they tanked the final game of the season, and they then lose, obviously, last night by 51 points. I feel no sympathy for them because they asked for it. And that drives me crazy. And I heard the T-Wolves coach last night, Chris Finch, who's a great coach, say, well, the same thing with the Nuggets. Like, they wanted us. They could have avoided us. They wanted us. Well, wait a minute. The T-Wolves are saying that the Nuggets wanted them. The Nuggets won 12 games in a row to end the season. So you're suggesting they should have tanked to avoid you. It's not they wanted you. You're saying they should have tanked. I thought it should have been fine for that. That's ridiculous.
With the Knicks, Evan, it's kind of weird because after game 2, it's such a disappointing loss for the Knicks that it's like, we were oversold on this team. Mike Brown should be fired. Go ahead and blow it up. And then now it's like, how are the Knicks not the favorite in the East? Like, I guess that's just the playoffs, and that's why I love the NBA playoffs. But what are you feeling on this Knicks team now?
100% correct. And the playoffs are the roller coaster of emotions because after game 1, we think this team's going to win. After game 2, we think that team's going to win. After game 3, we think Team X is unbeatable, and so on and so forth. I do think the Knicks should look at this and think that there's a path to the finals. I do think the Knicks should have finals aspirations. I am not a Knicks fan, although I live in New York and I'm from New York. I believe the New York Knicks should sit there and say, we are a finals team. And they're a finals team because of their potential on defense, Mitchell Robinson and OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart specifically. You have 4 guys that can be great defensive players. And obviously you have insane scorers in Brunson and Cat. And I just think they should be thinking championship or getting to the finals. Now, next round's not going to be easy. Ironically enough, I think they should be rooting for the 2 seed in Boston over the 7 seed in Philadelphia. I think the Knicks match up way better against the Celtics than they do the Sixers. Either way, I think the Knicks should have finals aspirations.
Bouncing around here, Jarrett hates this, and I do too. I think a lot of people do when you look at the shows, and sometimes it's on the mothership, sometimes it's on Fox. It could be anywhere of guys just yelling about sports that they and Evan said, and then when we started talking hockey, hey, I don't know. I'll be honest. I'm uninformed. But guys just yelling about things, sports they don't watch. Jarrett, well, I'm the opposite of that. I have dumb takes when I watch the games. I have the outlandish takes. So I think Nikola Jokic, one of the greatest players we've ever seen. I watched this series. I'm like, you know what? This guy's overrated. This guy's a bum. This guy stinks. And, didn't have his best games in this series. So I realize that is a crazy take. But, what did happen to the Nuggets in these playoffs, Evan?
Yeah, so I believe that saying he's overrated is a wild take. That said, I am glad we're having the conversation about Jokic, one of the greatest players to ever play the sport, multiple-time MVP. But let me just go through something for a second. So Jokic's resume: title, 2 conference finals in his career, multiple MVPs, same team his entire career. So title, 2 conference finals, multiple MVPs, same team. I could apply that same resume, exact same, to Giannis. And yet everyone thinks Giannis should ask out of Milwaukee and leave. Why don't we do that with Jokic? And I don't understand the answer to this question, because people always then say to me today, or they've said to me today, well, one guy has kind of alluded to the idea of leaving where the other guy hasn't. Brian Windhorst and Tim McMahon and Tim Bontemps from the Hoop Collective podcast and ESPN always say actions over words. Giannis is still there, just like Jokic is still there. We today are insulting Jokic if we're not critiquing him. What you did, while I disagree with the take, is the right thing in my mind to do today if we're going to be consistent with everything else we do, right? Oh, Josh Allen doesn't get to the Super Bowl. Let's rip him apart. You know why we do that? And we don't rip Baker Mayfield apart? Because Josh Allen is an elite quarterback. Baker Mayfield is a really good quarterback. Josh Allen's an elite quarterback. So are we going to ignore how great Jokic is by not being critical and say, hey, you played the Minnesota Timberwolves without one of the top 5 to 10 players in the league in Anthony Edwards, and without his backup, and without the 3rd string guy. The 4th string combo guard, shooting guard last night, Terrence Shannon, had 24 points. You got eliminated from the postseason when the opposition was not at full strength. Imagine if LeBron did that. Imagine if Curry did that. Imagine if Bird or Magic or Mike or any of these people did that. We'd be all over them. So it's fair to have the hot take that you had today. It's a fair thing to bring up. I'm going to be critical as a compliment to his greatness.
That makes sense. A couple other things from watching these playoffs. I have not been a LeBron stan like I am right now since like 2008. Like the other night, as an old man, I felt like he would probably go to the bench and say, "Man, you kids these days, do something. I'm the old man. I'm carrying all of you. Somebody help me out." And I became a LeBron fan for the first time in 20 years, watching him try to carry the Lakers. Also, yesterday, Jarrett, I grouped in a bunch of names. It was Kawhi, it was Paul George, James Harden, and Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant. I love Kevin Durant's sense of humor. I hate the burner thing, but I think he's a funny guy. He's obviously an amazing player and has been. But if those guys grouped together and had a joint press conference and said, "We're retiring," I would say, good. Thank you for your service. Appreciate it. But I'm just tired of those guys moving around, changing teams.
So the list is who? Kawhi, KD, and who was it? Was
Harden and throw Paul George in. I just started naming guys who kind of float around now, and I'm just ready to kind of move on from.
Well, I don't think KD's going to be done. I mean, I said the other day, I think that I don't think KD ever plays another game for the Rockets. So I think he's going to be on another team next year. I think it's on the table that Kawhi's on another team next year. I think it's more likely than not he is on another team next year.
That's kind of my deal. Like I'm just kind of tired of it personally. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, LeBron has bounced around more than I would like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's had 4+ years in every stop he's had. But he's had Cleveland stint, Miami stint, the second Cleveland stint, the Lakers stint.
And also, I feel like this is crazy. Like MJ is the greatest guy because I grew up watching him but I feel like I needed to defend LeBron James amongst a lot of folks who are just LeBron haters just because they wake up and decide to hate LeBron. We'll never see another dad throw an alley-oop to his son in an NBA game, and I just wish people would appreciate that, whether you are a LeBron hater or not. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that there is certainly something to that. I am like you. I am definitely the Michael over LeBron every day of the week. But I'm also like you in that I have found myself this postseason, for some odd reason, like not defending him, but almost appreciating him more. I don't know why.
Definitely, yeah. No.
I guess he hasn't provided verbal drama. He's never doing anything to actually hurt anybody.
No.
He's obviously a wonderful family man, businessman, the whole deal.
Oh,
He's
yeah. Now, the bringing a book into the locker room while the
he's
camera's
not
on
doing
you.
it's a little much, right? Yeah. But he hasn't done a lot of the passive aggressive stuff this offseason. It's like, this postseason. And I kind of have found myself appreciating him because at some point this year he said to JJ Redick, like, all right, I'll be the third guy. What do you need me to do? Rebound? Like assist? Just shoot close to the basket? All right. Oh, the other two guys are out. I'll lead these guys.
Yeah.
But,
and we were talking about that yesterday too. I love the one man show, kind of me against like Allen Iverson versus the Lakers. That they won game 1 that year. He had to step over, and that was about it. But the Dirk finals where he carried the Mavs through the gauntlet, like I love the kind of me against the world thing. And with Luka, and I know Reeves came back, but it was LeBron against an entire team almost, and I got behind that.
No question. And I'm never going to be LeBron over Michael, but I do have that level of appreciation this year for some reason, and that I haven't had in years past. But I'll just add one thing. Let's play out that they win tonight or they win this series, right? Which I still think they're going to win this series. I don't think Houston's going to win this series. By the fact that it's gone this deep and it didn't end in 4, didn't end in 5, whatever you thought the Lakers Thunder was going to be, let's say you thought it was going to be Lakers or Thunder in 6, I think you got to subtract the game now.
Yeah.
I think the wear and tear of this series subtracts the game in the next series, in my opinion.
Jared, you got him in 4, so.
Yeah, I got the Thunder sweeping. Evan, we talked about the Knicks, and they have a pretty favorable pass to the finals in the East. What about the West for you? I mean, it seems like it's just going to be the Thunder or the Spurs, but what are you thinking on the West side of things?
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking more about the Carolina Hurricane. No, I think that it's hard to imagine the Lakers or the Rockets beating the Thunder, as we said, and it's hard to imagine the Wolves without Ant beating Wemby and the Spurs. I think the place we thought we would head during the season is the place that we're going to head now, and I think it's going to be great for the NBA. Oklahoma City and San Antonio should be the next great rivalry in the NBA. They should play each other every year in the playoffs, obviously. They both have, Wemby's going to be one of the greatest players of all time. Shea is going to win another MVP, we would think, this year, which means at least 2 finals MVPs, 2 MVPs and a championship. Like, we're talking about all-time great resumes here that we're going to see over and over and over again, Oklahoma City and San Antonio. It's hard to imagine that anyone else in the conference finals but those two.
Evan Cohen joining us. This is another great example, by the way, of the national media hating on the Carolina Hurricanes and our redneck hockey down here in North Carolina.
Wait a second. I never said that. That's not, by the way, you could ask me about the Rangers, and I wouldn't give you anything. Ask me about the Islanders, the Devils, the LA Kings. I'm a horrible hockey guy. I'll be the first to admit it.
I know the Rangers. Mark Messier won a title in '94. That's about all I know.
94, NHLPA 93 and 94 on Sega Genesis. I could get for sure.
Yeah.
Very
Alexander McGillney and Pat LaFontaine and those
guys.
guys.
The Buffalo Sabres. Come on.
There we go. That was about the extent of my hockey knowledge too. Evan, was video games.
Yeah.
Evan, I wanted to ask you about the draft. All we hear is who had the best draft. The Browns, Giants, Raiders, Cowboys, whatever. Who had the worst draft? Who has set themselves up like worst possible season in this offseason?
Well, okay. I didn't like what Arizona did. And I know a lot of people did. And I have to be clear on what I'm saying here. This is not about Jeremiah Love, the running back from Notre Dame. It's about the running back position. So Jeremiah Love may end up being awesome. I would never take a running back personally in the first round, and I sure as hell would not take a running back in the top 5. I also believe that their third-round quarterback, Carson Beck from Miami, is going to likely be the starter this year, and I'm not a huge Carson Beck guy. He was unbelievable last year for Miami in terms of getting them to the national championship game. I don't see him as a pro player, and I do think he's going to end up being their starting quarterback at some point. So I'm not a fan of what Arizona did. But again, I want to be clear, guys. If you told me that Jeremiah Love ended up as a Hall of Fame caliber player, I'd believe it. But I'd believe it because of his second stop, not his first stop. Like Saquon, right? I think I could see that exact same scenario. Oh, wow, these big numbers with the Giants. what did they actually? Oh, they made the playoffs once. What? All right. It's kind of, you can't give him the second contract. We're going to let him walk. And then he goes to a better team, better franchise, and a huge, huge player for that team in Philadelphia. So I could see a Saquon-like career. Saquon's amazing on and off the field. Everybody loves him. But was he amazing for the Giants in comparison to the way he is for the Eagles? Not in my opinion.
Evan Cohen joining us. Evan, I'm curious, as a national show like you have and what you can hear mornings on Pirate Radio, how much are you talking about Mike Vrabel? Does it come up if you bring up the Patriots and their draft pick, or does it come up by itself? How do you guys kind of handle what's going on there?
So we have talked about it when it has been factually related to football. And so what I mean by that is a head coach of an NFL team missed a day of the draft. That is a story. What may or may not have happened in his personal life, because none of it has been deemed fact, we have chosen on our show not to dive into it, because we're now, I think, diving into a place of we don't know full details. We know what's been reported. We have no facts any which way. So this stuff for us, and Adam Schefter joins us every Tuesday after 8 a.m., and I asked Schefter about it the other day because I said, do you believe that anything that has been alleged or has gone on could impact his job security this year one way or another, right? So pick any team, any situation. Your favorite NFL team is which team?
Commanders.
Commanders. Okay. So if Dan Quinn has any situation that we think his job could be in jeopardy either by him or by the team, and I'm not saying an alleged extramarital affair, I'm saying anything, to me, that's worth talking about and asking about it. The details of it, I don't know that what's true and what's not true.
Right.
So it's hard to even get into that at this point. So what you're asking the question about, not my opinion of the story, but my opinion of how to handle the story is what you asked, which I appreciate. And my opinion, and I could be wrong, of how to handle the story is deal in fact as it relates on the field.
Yeah, well said. More likely to make the playoffs this season, the Giants or Commanders?
Commanders because of the quarterback, but the Giants have a better, or maybe a better roster, and I think definitely a better coach. But I think that the Commanders quarterback, if healthy, Jaden Daniels, is significantly better in my mind than Jackson Barrett.
Jarrett, you want to ask a Raiders or more likely to make the playoffs?
I have a Raiders take I used on the show today.
Let's hear it.
Courtney Cronin, who filled in for Chris Canty today, brought something up, and we settled on the idea that the best season this year for Francisco Mendoza. What did I say, Francisco? Wait, for Mendoza?
Fernando, yeah.
What did I do? Do you know that I've done this multiple times? You know there was a reliever back in the day named Francisco Mendoza, and I've called Fernando Mendoza Francisco many times because of a random reliever in Major League Baseball. Anyway, terrible job by me. The best season for Mendoza this year is to play max one game. If the Raiders can somehow get Kirk Cousins to play the first 16 games of the year or fully 17 and never have to have Mendoza play and give him a redshirt year, that would be unbelievable for the Raiders. And I would believe more in Mendoza long-term the less he plays this year.
So, Jared, you want to win football games. You also want Mendoza to be great in his career. But, Evan, in that scenario, is that saying the Raiders are competitive? I mean, obviously they're not 0-16 at that point. Are they like
I don't
7
think
and something?
No, because their division is so difficult, obviously.
Okay.
But maybe 5 or 6 wins.
Yeah.
I don't. If I'm a Raiders fan, I believe I'm going to get the best possible long-term return on investment the less he plays this year.
All right. You've never seen him win. You can wait a few more years, Jared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
And I mean, hey, get a good draft pick. Maybe go get. I don't want another Smith in a Raiders uniform, but Jeremiah Smith would be good.
Oh my God, good. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that they have a respectable effort with Cousins at quarterback, developing Mendoza behind the scenes, end up with a high enough pick where they could get Jeremiah Smith, and you have Jeremiah Smith, Brock Bowers, Ashton Genty, and a year of observation, learning, and practice wear and tear for Mendoza. That is one of the great scenarios in the league at that point.
a good thing Jarrett's not on camera right now. He's going crazy over there. Evan, awesome stuff, man. We left so much on the table, but we'll let you run. We appreciate you joining us once again. Tell everybody where they can hear yourself in the mornings and otherwise. What else you up to these days?
6 to 10 a.m. Pirate Radio, of course, is where we're on nationally on ESPN2, ESPNU, ESPN app, Unsportsmanlike. Chris Canty, Michelle Smallman, and me, Evan Cohen, and love being a part of the Pirate Radio team as well.
Appreciate you, Evan. Thanks, man. We'll do it again down the road, bud.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
On Pirate Radio Live. First time he's talked about the Hurricanes in 2026. We'll talk to a guy that was at a game in the first series and will be there tomorrow night when we return. A-Harp, Alex Harper joins us. We'll talk some Pirate football, Canes hockey, and more as we roll on Hour 3 Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Pirate Nation, warm weather is here and it's time to get back on the boat. And at Stroud's Marine, they're stocked up with over 26,000 pre-owned parts. They got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Stay up to date with the latest deals, parts, and promotions by following them on social media. And as always, their mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Remember, they're just around the corner. Stop by the shop at 865 Rivet Street in Greenville. For more information, head to StroudsMarine.com. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
A new feature menu has arrived at Basil's in Greenville. Basil's new specialty menu is full of great favorable dishes like roast beef melt, creamy beef ziti, chicken hibachi pizza, apple strudel pizza, plus $4.50 margaritas every Tuesday and $3 North Carolina craft beers on Wednesday. Basil's regular menu and favorites are always available for lunch and dinner. Eat local, drink local at Basil's, your community restaurant and pizzeria on Fire Tower Road in Greenville. Basil's, pirates supporting pirates.
Hi, I'm sure you heard the bells and whistles next door. We're just securing your neighbor's house with the smart home features like cameras and security.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, hi, yes, I'm Mike with SCI Technologies. You know, Eastern North Carolina's premier security provider. We do fire alarm, audio, video, and security.
Oh, how can you help me?
Give us a call, 252-321-7006 for a complimentary quote, or you can email us at info@sciteks.com.
Play ball! Greenville, it's time to play ball. The Greenville Yard Gnomes are back, and tickets are on sale now. Bring the whole family out for big hits, wild promotions, and non-stop fun all night long. From fireworks to theme nights, every game is an experience you don't want to miss. Cold drinks, great food, and the best atmosphere in town. Don't wait till it's sold out. Grab your seats now. Get your tickets today at yardgnomesbaseball.com or at the box office.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time.
Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Miss, your burger is served.
Thank you.
And if I may suggest a pairing, this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile. Bon appetit.
Now that is one perfect combination. If this is how the other half lives, I could get used to this.
Burgers deserve Pepsi.
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
If you're looking for a weekend getaway that feels close to home but far from ordinary, head on down to beautiful Washington. Enjoy the scenic waterfront views while visiting local shops and dining at some of the best restaurants Eastern North Carolina has to offer.
Make a night of it in a cozy bed and breakfast. And during baseball season, catch an exciting East Carolina Pirates baseball weekend just a short drive away. Plan your trip today at visitwashingtonnc.com.
This is Jacob Jenkins Cowart, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
You would do anything to keep your family safe. Don't leave safety to chance with national companies or do-it-yourself systems. SCI Technologies has recently merged with High Tech Communications to become North Carolina's premier security, audio, and fire alarm provider. They have the most cost-effective solutions for your home or business's security and life safety needs. Call SCI Call SCI Technologies today at 321-7006. That's 321-7006. Here's a clip with more of PRL.
All right, Wesley.
I tried it, man. I done it.
Nobody's going to deny your efforts. You are efforting. You are trying. I told Alex Harper, because we had a busy show, that, hey, we'll just call you and do a segment. But he said, hey, I can come by. I got nothing going on. Between the off-air conversation and just being on the show with Wes, Alex, you made the right decision, right?
Yeah, I could leave right now, and this would have been worth my time.
Yeah. What a day at the studio. Thanks to Wes Hines and crew. We got Zach, we got Nick Bass, and the Schnapper, A-Harp, joining us. Alex, we got a former Pirate snapper who has ghosted me so far. I'm trying to get up with him. Tristan O'Brien. Who is going to Saints rookie camp.
Mean, is.
Yeah.
Good for Tristan, man.
That's awesome. I still don't quite understand like what separates snappers because, I mean, you're my buddy, but also I feel like you had a pretty flawless 2024.
I appreciate that.
Would you agree? I mean,
I had an okay 2024.
Why was it okay? Why wasn't it great? What could you have done better?
Not every single ball was perfect, to my standards.
All right.
Fans probably wouldn't notice or care as long as the ball didn't go over the punter's head.
But there are guys out there that had better seasons than you, that every ball was perfect. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know about it. I mean, maybe.
Exactly. Maybe. I don't get it.
I will say, like, when it gets to this point, like, a lot of it has to do with, like, athleticism.
Okay.
Because there are a decent percentage of guys who can snap an NFL level ball. I personally felt like I was one of them. I didn't have the NFL athleticism though.
And
there's no shot I was blocking TJ Watt. No way.
Well, okay, that's a good point.
No way.
You got to be all in too. And you were were you done?
I was also like old because I played 6 years of college football, and for me to like have a legit chance for me to make it, like I trained hard for pro day, and then was training after pro day. And heard nothing. I'm like, dude, for me to have like a legit chance and give this like a real shot, I would have to like quit my job and do this full time. And I'm like, I'm already 25, gonna be 26 this year. I'm like, it's time to hang it up.
We had some great former Pirates on the show this week trying to make it. Anthony Smith, awesome to hear his name called in the 7th round by the Dallas Cowboys. Mike Wright going to get a shot with the Seahawks, and Mr. Long Weekend Sam Danka getting a chance with the 49ers. I asked Sam if I hurt his draft stock by putting out the 3-point contest video, but he said no, it had nothing to do with that.
No shot.
But man, pulling for those guys and just athleticism. Teams are going to love Sam's length,
athletic ability, height, everything he can do. Anthony Smith's got a ton of awesome tape, and Mike Wright is just like, can you kind of crack the code on what he's best at as a football player?
Absolutely. I have a lot of confidence that Anthony Smith makes a roster somewhere, even if it's not in Dallas. Sam Danka, you were talking about his frame. That is a body I am 100% positive that any organization would love to have, even if he's just a special teams guy.
Yeah.
Those don't come around every single day. You need special teams guys, and Sam Danka not only has the frame, has the athleticism, has the football IQ, but has experience on the third side of the ball, and I think he could do that for any team in the league.
Mike said the Seahawks, it sounded like we're going to try him on offense and see where he fits, but he's a guy, too, that with his personality, that'll get him a foot in the door. It's just a matter of, can he do something? And I asked him, playing all those positions can be a detriment, too, because you don't specialize in one thing, but hopefully he can use it to his advantage in Seattle.
I almost hate that Bill Belichick's not coaching the NFL anymore.
Yeah.
Belichick would love a guy like Mike Wright.
Yeah, true. A-Harp, Alex Harper joining us. All right, let's see. Who did the Bucs draft?
I can't remember his name. The dude who didn't look at the camera, though.
So they got Reuben Bain. Reuben
Bain from Miami.
And did you see the press conference where they asked like what he was going to do to support kids or needy people or something?
Unfortunately, no.
And he said, "Can you repeat the question?" They asked him again, and he said, "I don't know. I haven't thought about that." Which was like a good answer. Instead of being like, "Yeah," I was saying something fake. He gave an honest, real answer.
Did people take a dump on him for that? Like, were they giving him a hard time?
I saw Twitter was kind of laughing about it and stuff. But
dude, whatever.
But for the Bucs to get him where they did, and his attitude, he's like, no games. I'm not gonna dance. I'm not gonna do all this stuff. I'm ready to play football.
He's here to break people's faces and leave.
Yeah. I like our guy too, Sonny Styles, that the Commanders got. I wish Jarrett was here because we were talking about.
I was just about to ask, does he like Fernando Mendoza?
Oh yeah, he's all in. He's on board. I try to stick with the times and everything, but I don't like the NFL players getting to pick whatever number now. I like my running backs in the 20s and 30s, my receivers in the 80s and some teens. But Sonny Styles was talking to some former Redskins players, Fred Smoot, Santana Moss, and London Fletcher, and he said, I'm going in the building, I look at the linebacker room, London Fletcher 59, LeVar Arrington 56. I think I want to throw it back and get a 50s number. And I was like, hell yeah, because he's kind of a throwback guy. And they were like, no, you don't have any swag in those numbers. It was the old heads telling them to get a single-digit number, and it kind of pissed me off.
Dude, have you ever seen the movie Incredibles? I promise it's going to make sense in a second.
I have, but I don't know.
Okay, so the main villain syndrome, his whole plan is he's going to build all this tech and sell it to the public so everyone has superpowers, because if everyone is super, then no one will
Nobody's super.
If everyone has a cool number and everyone's got swag, then nobody has a cool number and nobody has swag.
Think about that.
So I agree with you.
Think about that. So there's got to be some 49s out there, man, is all I'm saying.
Well, 49 goes hard. I'm just saying.
Rajay Harris made 47 cool. He made his own number cool. That's what people need to do.
Yeah. The whole thing, doing the hand gesture, like this number right here. Our radio audience can't see that.
No.
But like the hand signal for 47, I don't know who came up with that.
Yeah.
If that was a Rajay original, but that was genius. He should have made that a shirt.
Yeah.
What a missed opportunity.
Yeah, M-O. A-Harp, you were at the Game 2 marathon. Was that Game 2?
Yes. Double overtime.
So you stuck it out. How long would you have stayed? At that point, were you just staying regardless?
So I'm a diehard Caniac, and I paid hard-earned bread to be there. If that game would have went to 8 overtimes, I would have been there at overtime number 8.
Yeah.
For context, I was at the 4 overtime game in the Eastern Conference Finals against Florida 2 years ago.
4 overtime? I don't even remember that.
Mm-hmm. I stayed the whole time for that game, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but Game 2 should not have been in double overtime. That offsides call is, Mount Rushmore of one of the worst calls I've ever seen in my life. I'm not even trying to be biased because, like, I want the Canes to win, obviously, but the whole possession versus control thing that they were even talking about on TV, like, that doesn't make any sense up there. I texted you and Chandler. I said that is up there with the Chad Stevens scoop and score and the 2024 Military Bowl being ruled down levels of bad.
And then
Absolutely
you had
horrible.
the dang penalty shot. You don't get that. It felt like it was going to go the other way at that point, for me anyway.
Yeah, that was a ball don't lie moment for sure.
Yeah.
I was very happy to win that game.
All right, moving on. What do you think about the Flyers?
I think the Flyers are young. They're playing with house money. They're ahead of schedule in their rebuild. They got a very good fan base. It's a tough building to play in. And in the regular season, all 4 of our games went to overtime, and 3 of them actually went to a shootout.
Wow.
With that being said, the year that we got swept by Florida, I believe we swept them in the regular season. So it doesn't even really correlate. I picked, against Ottawa, I picked Canes in 5. I really would be lying if I said anything other than Canes in 4. For the series.
You feel very confident.
They have talent. Their goaltender has been playing well so far, but they've been playing well against a old and very below average Pittsburgh team. Anything other than Canes in 4, and we're waiting on the other side of the bracket in a couple days, would kind of be a disappointment to me.
Yeah, you got game 6 tonight. Lightning and Canadiens in Montreal. Montreal can close them out. And then the Bruins trying to stay alive tonight against the Sabres. So both other Eastern Conference series still going right now. Let's get a break in. We'll come back more with Alex Harper, and we'll get our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radio Live for the week. Got that for you after these words.
Come celebrate the next big Pirates win at the Rick House. The Rick House is Greenville and Eastern North Carolina's premier American-themed restaurant.
I'm Jeremy Shelton, General Manager at the Rick House. Come see us for a big city feel right here in Greenville. I guarantee you'll have a great experience.
We feature the very best bourbons around. Our made-from-scratch pastas are to die for, and nobody does steak like the Rick House. We also feature an early dining special from 4 to 6. Come see us at the Rick House, Red Banks Road in Greenville.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
College is hectic, but where you live shouldn't be. At Pirates Cove, you get your own quiet space and private bathroom. With 2 pools, a fitness center, EV chargers, the only student property with a new soccer mini pitch field, a business room for focus, and a quick ride to campus. No dorms, no drama, just the lifestyle you're looking for. Pirates Cove isn't just where you stay, it's where you live.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles? How about tighten or lift your skin? Want a smoother skin texture or get rid of brown spots? Combining personalized treatments, expert training, and a deep passion for skin health, Beauty Bar MediSpa is dedicated to enhancing your skin and boosting your confidence from the inside out. Contact the licensed professionals for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar MediSpa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation.
Looking for Washington's favorite place to eat? The spot locals keep coming back to. Head to Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Now open 7 days a week, Down on Main is serving up all your favorites. From the house salad with grilled chicken, to the half club and chips, to the crowd-pleasing fried shrimp plate. After a long day, unwind with dinner and drinks on the patio. It's the perfect place to relax and catch up with friends. And don't miss Wednesdays, half-price wings from 4 till close. Down on Main Street, right on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Washington.
We all have seniors in our life who may need a little extra help with technology. University PC Care's Quick Helps are affordable, in-store, short appointments designed for seniors who may need a little TLC to help with setting up a new computer, help with email or passwords, or help with the latest online scam. They don't need to fear technology anymore. Call 252-558-1280 to schedule an in-store Quick Helps appointment for Greenville or New Bern. Learn more at universitypccare.com.
Overtime Tavern is the place to be for great food, cold drinks, and all your game day action with over 10 TVs. Swing in today and try a mouth-watering burger, glizzies, wings, or check out their daily specials featuring some of the best items on the menu. OT's has a weekly lineup of entertainment starting Tuesday with Singo, Wednesday is sports trivia with Clip Brock, and Thursday's local acoustic acts playing the tunes. OT's is located on Charles Boulevard across from the Sheets and is open daily from 11 a.m. to midnight. There's always time on the clock at Overtime Tavern.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jiggins Cowart, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
You know what it is. This is your man, Petey Pablo. Once again, back is the Incredible, and this is Pirate Radio, and this is the voice of the Pirate Nation. And you know how it goes down when the pirates are in town. Shut down.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town. Sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers, 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and Greenville Boulevard, and one in Winterville on Railroad Street. Now back to the show. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Alex Harper just brought up today's a big day. A little on this day. Presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports, A-Harp. What happened on this day in, what year did you say?
On this day in 2008, Scott Steiner cut his Steiner Math promo.
I think we can air this. Let's hear a little bit of it at least.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at sacrifice, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 2/3%, I got a 141 2/3 chance of winning at sacrifice.
Sacrifice! Did he win the match?
I don't know.
I'm going to Google who won the match at Sacrifice.
Sacrifice 2008. Scott Steiner, Samoa Joe, and Kurt Angle.
Who won the triple threat match at Sacrifice? Samoa Joe won. He beat the odds. Oh, my goodness. How about that?
Man, it's crazy. He won. He only had an 8.2 purse chance winning.
Samoa Joe.
According to Scott Steiner.
All right, on this day, brought to you by Ron Ayers Motorsports. Let's get our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of Pirate Radio Live. We got that ready to go. Here is Mike Wright on why he owes the Pirate Nation a huge thank you for getting signed with the Seahawks.
A special thank you really goes out to ECU. And
the fans and the different supporters who have continued to, push positive, things about who I am as a person. And, like I said, I kind of took a different approach when it comes down to the draft. Like, I was posting my own highlights. I was posting these tweets and like, hey, look at me, like I can do it. I can be this person. And lo and behold, every single ECU fan is right there backing me up. And so, I mean, they played a really big factor when it comes down to me getting the opportunity. And so, like, I always say, like, I can't stress enough how important ECU, Coach Harrell, my entire team that I was with this past year, and even Mitch helped me and Anna out during that pro day. Put the ball on the money.
Yeah.
We didn't have any balls on the ground. Mitch didn't have to do that. Like, you don't have to do that. He's in the middle of the spring in the quarterback competition battle. Mitch is like, no, dude, whatever y'all need, let's roll. Let's get this thing. Let's get you guys a shot at the next level. And so, but that's what ECU brings. That's the mentality and that's the culture. And so, like I said, thank you doesn't feel strong enough to say to everybody at ECU and what they've done for me. But for now, that's what I'm gonna have to settle with. So.
All right, Mike Wright could go into politics.
That's so refreshing to hear a guy like approach college football that way.
Very cool, very cool. I asked Anthony Smith, the former Pirates he talked to after getting drafted in the NFL.
Heck yeah, bro. I mean, I actually did talk to Siobhan after I got drafted. I talked to Keaton Mitchell as well after I got drafted. Some guys who kind of have been, maybe not. I mean, Keaton wasn't in the Cowboys facility, but he's been in the NFL for 3-4 years, so he kind of knows the ropes and stuff like that. So getting to chop it up with him and stuff, and then Siobhan, I mean, he was my great friend, bro. I mean, just getting to play against him and stuff like that. When I first got to ECU, me and him built like a real connection. So like I know that's somebody that I can go lean on and stuff like that when I get up there. So I've definitely reached out to some of those guys and allowed them to like just pour life into me and give me some advice of what to expect, what to do next. So.
Anthony Smith, Mike Wright, Sam Danka, all those interviews available on YouTube. And finally, Ellerby got a chance to talk to former Georgia Bulldog great David Pollack from ESPN. The play at South Carolina he made that Lou Holtz never forgot.
That was the biggest play of my career that people always talk about when they meet me. But I'll never forget whenever we'd go to game day for South Carolina, I'd always take a video and I'd send it to Lou because Lou was competitive and he'd just be like, oh, you made that one stupid play and you just think you're a big deal. Like he would fire back at you right away with something witty. No, that was definitely the play. Yeah, Skip was calling plays for him at that time. And Lou never short on opinions, never short on things to say. But that was definitely my biggest play.
Awesome interview with David Pollack. You can check that out as well on YouTube. That's our Simply Divine Oil and Wine Best of PRL for the week. Discover Simply Divine Oil and Wine in Arlington Village, your go-to for exceptional wines, gourmet olive oils. Not sure what to choose? Kimberly and her expert team are ready to help you find the perfect fit. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram for upcoming events such as monthly wine tastings along with trivia every Thursday. Simply Divine Oil and Wine. Elevate your pour. All right, we'll wrap it up with A-Harp. We'll get his thoughts on Game 1. He will be there. We'll talk about that when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this. Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $11.99. Plus Wednesdays, all Mexican imports are just $3.49. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas, also just $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
The NU in New Blue stands for Next Up, and with their Next Up mentality, they are staying hungry to go the extra mile just for you, humbly learning through continuous training and a commitment to remain focused on working smart to deliver a new level of service excellence. Next Up means doing the small things right because your home deserves it. Whether it's plumbing, electrical, or HVAC issues, New Blue is next up and ready to help. Visit callnublue.com or call 252-228-5855. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. Go Pirates!
Spring is a great time to plant flowers, trees, and bushes. When planning your landscape, please keep in mind that you should never plant anything within 3 feet of a gas, electric, or water meter. The same thing applies if you have an electric transformer in your yard, except keep plants 8 feet clear of the front in case crews need access during a storm or an outage. Always remember to call 811 at least 3 business days before you dig to avoid underground lines. This important safety message is from your neighbors at Greenville Utilities.
Pirate Nation, your dream home starts with Unshakable Builders. Now building in Sutherland Estates in Greenville and Dolostone Court in Wilson, with homes available now. And stay tuned, Cross Creek Townhomes in Greenville and Whitaker Glen in Farmville are coming soon. Browse available homes, explore floor plans, and see past projects today at unshakablebuilders.com. Have questions? Use live chat, fill out the contact form, or call the office at 814-9105. Unshakable Builders, build on a solid foundation.
Take your family, friends, and kids down to Play It Again Sports this spring sports season. We have all the hottest new equipment for the upcoming softball and baseball season, along with a huge selection of quality used sporting and fitness equipment. Whether you're a golfer, a bike rider, a soccer player, or a fitness enthusiast, we will have exactly what you need. Don't forget to do your spring cleaning and load up all the equipment that you no longer need or doesn't fit. Bring it down to the store and get paid on the spot. Play It Again Sports across from the Nissan dealership on Greenville Boulevard.
Looking for the perfect place to host your next event? Fish Street Hardware in downtown Greenville features event spaces for birthdays, business meetings, rehearsal dinners, and more. The corner bar is fully private and seats up to 50 guests. Our back dining room is semi-private and seats up to 40. Or choose the semi-private repair shop game room, complete with pool tables and big screens. Add in-house catering and full bar service, and we'll take care of the rest. For pricing and availability, inquire online under the Parties tab at fishstreethardware.com. Fish Street Hardware, where Greenville gathers.
Are you looking to purchase a new home, or are you considering refinancing your current mortgage? This is Talbot Green at Integrity Home Mortgage. We offer a wide variety of loan programs to help get you pre-approved. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208516.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Ahoy, Pirate Nation. This is Lady Pirate Marissa, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Carolina Eagle Distributing, celebrating 150 years of Budweiser all year long. This Bud's for you from Carolina Eagle, serving the Pirate Nation since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Hey, Pirate Nation, don't miss a second of the action. Download the free Pirate Radio app today and take us wherever you go. Listen live to all your favorite shows or catch up anytime with our archive content like our podcast with Rod J. Harris. It's everything you love about Pirate Radio right in your pocket. Just search Pirate Radio in your app store and download it today. All right. Also on the Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Report, the Dow was on a mixed bag today. They were down 152 points at 49,499. The S&P 500 was up 21 at 7230, and the NASDAQ was up 222 at 25,114. On your Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Report, for a person looking to investing, call Wells Fargo today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors LLC, member SIPC. Now to wrap up the show for this Friday afternoon of Pirate Radio Live, here is Clip Rock.
All right, Wesley. A-Harp, Alex Harper, heading to Game 1 of Round 2 of the Stanley Cup Playoffs, Canes Flyers. You were at the overtime game. I noticed on TV, Alex, it looked like a lot of fans had left between overtime 1 and 2.
Yeah, because we scored in overtime and the game was over. And they did not make an announcement in the building that the play was getting reviewed. And half of Ottawa's bench was in the locker room. So they had to go get those guys for that garbage call on the ice.
Even my score app said final. I remember looking at it, and then they reversed it. So you think some fans left after that, and by the time they realized the game was still going on, they were like...
Because they reviewed it for 10 minutes. Like, by the time that they made a call, like, over half the fans were out of the building and no re-entries allowed.
That building is going to be nuts tomorrow night.
I'm very excited.
I'm excited for you. That's it's one of those things where, like, it's so loud you don't hear anything. You know what I'm saying?
It's exactly what it is.
It's very strange. But, yeah, that's going to be fun, man. Enjoy it. As we wrap it up, Buccaneer Music Hall Scoreboard presented by Da Buck. Pirates leading UTSA in softball 2-1. This is the last home series, the last series of the regular season for ECU. They will be hosting the conference softball tournament next week.
Let's go.
So that'd be cool. Yeah. Out at Max R. Joyner Family Stadium. A-Harp, thanks for hanging out, man.
Thank you, Clip. Always a pleasure.
Go Canes. Wes.
Go Canes.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yes, sir. My pleasure.
Zach. Thank you, sir. We'll see you Monday night hosting sports trivia at the Buck. And big announcement, I believe Nick Bass will be there and will be my teammate. The Clip and Nick show going on the road for the first time ever Monday night. We will talk to you Monday, 3 o'clock, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Rock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930.